breaking news. Thank you for joining us on this fifth Monday live. Sorry, that's as far as I got in my head. Hi, this may or may not be a fifth Monday live. We are recording it on a Monday indeed, but it is not a fifth Monday. And this is not actually live. Well, it's live for us, but it's recorded for you. But hi, I'm here representing Game Master Monday, and we're going to be playing Hypermall Unlimited Violence, and I'm very excited because I really enjoy fucking stuff up. So my name is Zoop. I'm one of your three co-GMs on Game Master Monday, and I will go ahead and introduce the other players because I am not the GM, and then we will go to the GM. Logan, please talk about yourself.
Hello. My name is Logan, also known as Hollow Orange wherever you are on the internet. You can find that with Hollow_Orange or most likely just Hollow Orange. It just depends on where the handle was. I don't know what you all need to know about me except I'm going to be playing a crab lady, and you can accept that for whatever your god allows you to accept. That's it. I can pop
Alyssa,
quiet
it's
for
all
this.
you.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and you can find me online at a disaster queer. I'm here for the mall, not for the violence. I will be playing Sister Glut.
And who is going to be leading us through this whole thing?
Hello, friends. My name is Adam Seats. My pronouns are they, them. I'm on the internet, a lot of places at I know Adam Seats. If you look for that, you'll find me. And I am going to be leading you into the Hypermall in this hyper-capitalist, hyper fucked up little game that we're going to play together. Zoop, do you want to tell people about your character too?
Oh yeah, my name is Leo. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a Dreamworld synergistician, and I'm way too friendly.
It'll be great. For those of you who may not know Hypermall Unlimited Violence, it is a game written by J.D. Clement. I did ask him how to pronounce his name because he is Canadian, which means there was a chance it was French, and he said, do not ever pronounce my name in the French way, or else. Hypermall Unlimited Violence is, well, let me just read you from the back of the book. Hypermall Unlimited Violence is a meat punk corpo assassination RPG for 2 or more players that answers several age-old questions like, what if you could make a tech CEO piss his pants just by saying mean things? What if you could kill your boss so hard his bones exploded? What if the afterlife was real and horrible no matter what? And what if a company found a way to eliminate death as a concept, forcing its workers to forever resurrect, forever serve capital, and forever worship the boots on their neck? So it's a real happy game that we're going to be playing today. And actually, to that note, you may have noticed this game doesn't really show up on a lot of actual plays, a lot of live streams, and that is because it is we are rolling the dice to see if Twitch will kill us. Not even just like take the channel down, like actually just kill us for some of the things in this game. So just bear that in mind. But more specifically, this is a content note here. We have all talked about this. We're all aware of what's happening, and we've all got things in place where if anything is truly fuck shit, we will back it up. But things you might expect to hear in this, a lot of piss and shit, a lot of swearing, a lot of questionably named stats like phrenology and thinkitude. A lot of, was the writer trans the whole time? I'm not going to transvestigate JD Clement, but there is a fuck puppy collar. All of this to say, we're going to be pushing some boundaries. We're all chill with it. But there's blood and guts and piss and shit and
And the
capitalism.
game holds nothing holy. That's
No.
what you should know. Your religion, your favorite band, your favorite sport, your favorite government, none of this is held holy here.
Yeah. So I would not be offended if you felt you were offended and said, maybe this one isn't for me. That's okay. But if you're going to be a sick little pervert with us, then I guess we can go ahead and get rolling. We are going to be playing the adventure. For those of you who want to follow along at home, we're going to be playing the adventure Christmas at the Piss Emporium, also written by J.D. Clement. Now, here's the deal with this game. We have our players who have made people who are desperate, people who are signed up for the Slaughter app, which is like DoorDash, except for killing CEOs. So arguably better. It is a game where this is the idea. You will be engaging in either physical, emotional, or financial combat, just like real life. Things that might happen might be that your debt is increased so much that you die about it. You might fully carcinize and become a crab. You
God willing.
God willing. Or you might just be possessed by the spirit of capitalism and spew slogans everywhere. This is a game where Dracula is real, as well as the invisible Gorilla King. I don't know what you want from me, man, but here we are. Our three players, who we will meet their characters here momentarily. They are in the office of Mr. Tommy Penis. Tommy Penis is the person giving them their contract today. Now, your contract is go to the Piss Emporium in 5 days, abduct Tasteful Pussy, take his ass to the Path of Awakening Organic Kundalini Birth Clinic. That's it. Of course, there are some wrinkles. It wouldn't be a normal day in the Hypermall without them. First of all, the target, Mr. Tasteful Pussy, must have some important friends because there is a counter kill on his account. If you sign up, blammo. Counter kill on you guys, everybody hunting for your asses. Secondly, there are some darker rumors about Mr. Pussy that, frankly, I don't care to look into, but you should know. He's like a fashion influencer or something. I don't know. He's jacked. He's kind of hot. Thirdly, this contract has to be accepted now. You can't wait, but you also cannot kill him, and you do have to survive the next 5 days because it is December the 20th of the year. Christmas is in 5 days. You need to survive that long to abduct him and get him to the birth clinic. Now, the good news is that because it is almost Christmas, almost nobody is outside of their hab pods. Mostly because there are Krampuses on the loose that are hunting for the flesh of, well, anyone. Traditionally, they would hunt for children, but there are no children, so, your meat's good enough. Now, the thing is, Mr. Pussy is going to know that you're coming. Like, he's got the counter kill up. It's going to pulse everyone's flesh pod. Everyone's going to know. He is a celebrity, so, like, at most, he's probably going to have, like, 2 security guards. I don't fucking know. Just kill him. It doesn't matter. Fifthly, the Piss Emporium, where he's going to be hiding, is owned by the Iron Guidos. It's a front, obviously. Who buys hypergoth shit anymore? They're not even really going to... Well, they're not going to enjoy heavily armed freaks mucking about, though. So, like, be on your toes. Sixthly, and I promise this is the last thing, the Piss Emporium is haunted. Seventhly, and you're not going to believe this, the pay is really fucking good. 116 debt to each of you if you can get him where he needs to be on Christmas. Eighthly, the contract reason is listed as a creative dispute, which, I don't know, it means he welched on a sports bet or something. I don't care. Whatever. And ninthly, get the fuck out of my office before you get this place shut up. Everybody's going to be coming here for your asses. Get the fuck out. And as the door slams on Tommy
Oh, no,
Penis's
no, no.
office-
Before
Oh.
the door slams, you hear from the corner Leo going, "Go!" Because they haven't been. She hasn't been listening at all. She's been watching the free economic zone of Halifax Claymores. in one of their playoffs that she is currently streaming. So we're just going to zoom past the part where somebody explains to her everything she just missed.
Absolutely. Yeah, door slams, bang. You are out in the mall itself. Um, Logan, would you tell me what your character looks like, who they are?
Yeah. So hi, I'm Carol from accounting. I was. At one point, I eventually fell in love with the coconut crab. It was unfortunately not the best experience, but I did get better. And by that, I mean most of my upper half is crab. Um, you know, all life will become crab at some point, and I decided that to get over my ex, the best thing to do was to be better than my ex. And he thought he was hot shit. Turns out he's nothing but cold diarrhea. I am the bigger crab. I have the bigger fucking claws. And I have two massive crab claws, of course. Um, but yeah, I mean, I quit my job. I decided to come here and try and make something of myself, and hopefully shotgun evolution. And someday I will be the crab queen.
Good. As you are shunted out, why don't you tell me um what is the first uh Cronenbergian future fast food joint that you can smell wafting over from the Hypermall food court?
I think the first thing, because I imagine this is in the hell that is North America in terms of capitalist, hell
Absolutely.
shapes. It has got to be something that is both a callback to something that is like seen as rich, but also you realize it can't actually be that good for you. It is somehow the caviar of the Midwest and it's raccoon.
Yeah.
It is like raccoons that have been merged with bison, and this horrible like multiple raccoon bodies all over a giant bison creature that they carve off the raccoon bits to make like the equivalent of chicken wings.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you put it on a rotating skewer, and that's basically like a doner kebab, right? Like
Yeah.
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Uh, Alyssa, could you tell me about your character?
Sister Glut is 4'7" of bloodlust and fervent piety, but her god is the consumer, so those are basically the same thing. She is dressed in her hypergoth best today. Um, she's wearing a black t-shirt customized to advertise the consumer, some black bondage pants, platform boots, fishnet gloves that do not disguise her murder hand talons, which are already dripping in viscera. I think that she had been checking out Carol a little bit, wondering if she could upgrade just to the crab claws.
It's a whole package deal. Listen, once you start, you'll love it. I got gills. I can swim in sewage. It's fantastic.
The only thing that I want to be swimming in is blood, so for now, I will pass.
And as bloodlust consumes your mind, and you know that people will be feeling the same towards you soon, what seemingly innocuous habpod dweller, another person out in the mall, who's someone who looks innocent and who immediately clocks you for who you are as you see their flesh pod buzz?
Ooh, I think we have a lovely another little worker like us. They work at one of the kiosks in the mall doing juggling, um, and selling juggling paraphernalia. And it is totally innocent and cool, and they will not kill us.
You'd really like that to be the case. Um, but I mean, here's the thing. You know that killing people here in the hypermall is kind of pointless, right? You will resurrect. You will gain some debt for it. And you will be shit out of one of the Christ machines that are elsewhere where you'll, burst from the amniotic fluid and naked and alone. Only with your flesh pod telling you how much you now owe and how late you are for work. So if you want to kill someone, you gotta be creative. but boy howdy can people capture you and tie you up. And I think this juggler, who must also have like some assorted clown supplies at this kiosk, I think you see them starting to pull out just one of those infinite scarves, just multiple colors tied together, making their way towards you to try and perhaps tie you up. Zoop, before this person comes to you, who is your character?
Oh, that was tricky. Um, my cat has never sat in my lap this long. Um, but my name is Leo. Back in the day when I worked in marketing, flitting from dream to dream, um, just giving people these days when you dream, you can't get away from the ads. You cannot be biting me right now. You cannot be biting me right now. Are we good? Okay. Um okay, nope, 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 nope. Okay. Sorry. Um um her name was Liliana Evangeline Orange back in the day, but they completely they announced a shift one day to a mascot based marketing thing, liquidated my entire department, and now I just work for Slaughter. I now go by the name Leo. Um, I am 6'9", bodacious in boy mode. And because I'm in boy mode, I will tell you that I am 10 inches in length and 7 inches in girth, just in case you were curious. Um, and I am also way too friendly, which is why when that clown starts coming up to us, I immediately would like to can I engage in like social combat where I um basically start flirting with this clown juggler until they aren't paying attention enough and I have been the one to tie them up?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so let's talk about social combat. It is one of the three flavors of combat in this game. It involves debating, seducing, insulting, arguing, humiliating, delivering devastating rhymes, and ruining reputation with heinous rumors. You will need to roll some d6s for me.
Yes.
Um, and you are going to be attacking this person's stress threshold. Now, I need to figure out how many dice you roll.
So would I roll craveability or savvy?
You are, let's see. Well, so you could roll plus craveability if you just wanted to like do general moves at them. Because that is you can roll craveability plus X when you seduce, lie, persuade, or schmooze. And X always refers to a skill or passion relevant to the current situation.
So I would like to seduce and charm my way. I would like to use my passion of love's pouncing to basically pounce into this person's life and just charm them until they don't know what's going on and seduce them until they find themselves tied up in the little cabinet underneath their kiosk.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Let me just double check and make sure that I know how many dice you get to roll, which I think is going to be several, at
Yeah.
least several. Um, build a dice pool with stat, skill, any relevant passions. So I believe it's just you roll a d6 for everything that you're adding to it.
Yes, so 3 for craveability, 2 for charm, 1 for love's pouncing. I'm also using my gear of a winning smile, but it does not say to add that, so I will just roll these 6d6.
So we have determined your dice pool.
All right. So that is 1, 6, 3 5s, a 2, and a 1.
Now, I believe we only care about 5s and 6s.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry, how many was that were at least a 5?
That was 4 of them that were at least a 5.
Great. You have gotten a full success. Please tell me how you do that thing that you wanted to do to this silly clown.
So this clown starts coming. It's like pulling up the what was it called again?
Oh, just the infinite scarf, like the
Oh yeah, the
multicolored scarf.
infinite scarf. He starts pulling out his infinite scarf, and all of a sudden, Leo puts on her winning smile and says, "Why, hello there, handsome." And it's like all of a sudden in the background there are like little hearts that are showing up. Like it's a total like magic, almost like a magical girl transformation background of hearts. And she like goes up and like, does the finger to the lips, sliding on down until she grabs the infinite scarf and uses it to pull him closer. And before he knows it, he is hogtied, and she is sticking him underneath the kiosk. She's like rolling him underneath the kiosk and then fluffing back up the skirt of the kiosk.
Amazing. Could you also do me a favor, because you
Yes.
have done stress damage to this man?
Okay.
Could you count up the d6 that you rolled and tell me what that total amount was?
So that was 4 successes.
Oh no, I mean the numbers on them physically.
Oh, okay. 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 21, plus 3 more is 24.
Now, you have almost certainly destroyed the psyche of this man. Because, fun fact, also, mentally dominating someone makes them much easier to manipulate and harm, which means if you had to roll against this person again at some point, you will gain +1 success no matter what, as you have obliterated this person's ego. But they do break. And that means we get to roll on the break table. And this is one of the very few things that uses a d12 rather than just an assload of d6s. Thankfully, I have one. So you have broken this clown. And yeah, as you have just sort of bamboozled this person, you see the light go out of their eye as all joy and whimsy has just faded from them. You have turned their tools against them. You have told Pagliacci that the clown is in town, and unfortunately, he can't do anything about it. And as you just sort of gently tuck him under the kiosk, just a single tear goes down his eye, ruining his clown makeup. Meanwhile, you are safe for now.
Cool. Is there anything to steal?
Oh, certainly. Give me clown-related nonsense. You said this was a juggling kiosk? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certain there are knives. Some sort of throwing knives or shuriken, which I'm sure we have stats for. I know there's throwing item rules.
There's got to be like a bowling pin and maybe
Oh, yeah.
a cream pie. I don't know.
So knives, bowling pin, and a cream pie, which I will save to eat later.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I will tell you, in terms of things that you definitely do, there are going to be D6 shuriken, the Reynolds replica Shadow Ninja kunai. There are 5 of them.
Ooh, okay.
I will say, yeah, absolutely. If you want a, we'll just call it a basic melee weapon of a club, and what was the other thing that you said?
Cream pie.
Oh, cream pie. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I will even give you. Can you roll me a d6 for me? Just tell me if you get a 6.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Great. it's gonna have mutajuice baked into it, which normally you have to vape if you would like to inhale drugs or mutagens. But this, because it's a funny joke to take away someone's autonomy and ruin their body against their will. In this game, not in real life. Please don't. You're gonna take that out of context. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, it's a cream pie that has mutajuice in it. So I don't know if you want to change yourself, great. If you want to ruin someone else's day, also great.
Ooh, okay. I will think about it. I will stick those away. Anybody want a bowling pin? Bowling pin mace?
I cannot hold things in these crab hands.
That is so fair.
Well, I mean, okay, if I got a knife, the only thing more dangerous than a crab is a crab with a knife.
That is
So-
true.
I mean, yes,
I
objectively.
will stick one of those shuriken into your little crab. So you now have one and I have 4.
It is just like in the hole that like the space between the crab claws are, and like every once in a while you can hear Carol just go shake it around like it's a fucking maraca.
So, important point. You are out in the open. You have some objectives, which is big one, stay the fuck alive. Number 2, find any information you can about Tasteful Pussy and maybe learn more about what's going on with him. You can also scope out over at the target location over at the Piss Emporium. You could learn more about the Iron Guidos or something else. But those are just things that are immediately concerning as you realize just how out in the open you are.
Now, I am a regular customer at the Piss Emporium. So I might suggest, just taking a little pop over there. But since we have a contract out on us, that might not be the best call.
That is fair. I will give you this for free then, as you are obviously, unlike Tommy Penis's thin worldview, there is someone out there who still buys hypergoth shit, and it is you. I will tell you, that the Piss Emporium is located between Mama's Italiana and an abandoned, authentic New York bodega zone.
It's a whole zone.
It's a whole zone.
Is it like a Sonic the Hedgehog level type of zone? Like,
I mean, you'll have to find out, but it is certainly abandoned.
I
So
mean, that might be a great place to
Scope
hang
things
out. Yeah.
yeah. Let's go to the bodega zone. Maybe there's a giant cat.
yeah, 100%. Let's see. As you are doing this, to peel back the curtain of our fiction for just a moment, this adventure does encourage everyone to take a little bit of time ahead of time to make a plan, because, of course, the contract goes live as soon as we start playing. We didn't do that because it's funnier not to. But I do also kind of not want to fuck you guys over too much. So I would like to propose a, shall we say, Ocean's 11ian sort of flashback mechanic, if you'd like.
Ooh.
If it makes sense that you might have planned for something, at that point, I would ask you to make that skill roll, and you'll deal with the stress and things that come from that sort of retroactively, I guess. I guess it could temporally fuck things up in that your body could explode if you get too stressed. Or it could just be you've compartmentalized it such that you don't remember it until it becomes relevant. Because we're all very healthy and dealing with the world just fine.
I think it occurs to me that this clown must have backup wigs.
Yeah.
So I check under the skirt. I kind of push him to the side. And is there any chance that I can find 3 giant afros that we could wear in different colors?
Why don't you roll me some dice?
Okay.
That feels like that feels like a thing that I'm going to go look at your character sheet about real quick.
Sounds good.
Why don't you roll me Thinkitude?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that there's any skills that I can add to it. So that is 1 success.
Okay. On 1 success, you do gain a stress, and it is a mixed result. Now, let me just double check and make sure there's nothing other than that stress I should give you. Otherwise, I have an idea of what you are going to find. Thankfully, I did my own Oceans 11 planning and copied and pasted a bunch of things to reference.
Smart.
Yeah. So on 1 success, you get some of what you wanted, but not all of it. I will offer you a hard bargain, a tough choice, or a caveat. In combat, that means you can sometimes deal like 1d6 damage instead. So I will give you this. I think you find one. I think there is a single standard issue Jester's Emporium afro that is there.
I think that I am going to offer that. Carol, what do you like to be called now?
Well, I'm Carol from accounting. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not from accounting anymore, so I guess I'm just Carol.
Carol, I feel like this might be best for you because, and she takes one of the shurikens she just got and slices off all of her hair so that now she has a bowl cut. Nobody's gonna recognize her.
Oh.
No, slices off Leo. Leo
No,
slices off her own hair. Yeah.
No, I'm processing the moment here because did we need Leo to have a bowl cut? Was that?
It's a good disguise.
I think Leo just wanted an excuse for a bowl cut.
Yeah. I think that is a good idea. So I will certainly take this afro wig, put it on, and just 2 meaty, massive crab claws try to delicately on a very flat, very not round, very not wig attachable head between 2 eye stalks. Just actually, here's what's really happening mechanically. Like, there is no way an afro can sit. I know we could cartoon this and say it's just floating there or whatever, but I think Carol is committing to this decision that Leo has made, and Carol's eye stalks are like hugging the afro to hold it in place. What that does to my vision, I don't care. I'm here for my friends.
I will also say, if it makes you feel better, crabs, depending on the crab, have all sorts of little like extra mouth mandibles that can come out and maybe like get up and hold it.
You know what? Let's do it legit. Like,
I love that.
First, it was the eye stalks, and it's like, okay, just hold it there, guys, and then just my mouth opens into this horrendous, like, you know, I'm gonna say Lovecraftian because it is the word of the world that we have, but just teeth grabbing on and like, how do I look?
Perfect. Leo looks up from where she has not quite been making out, but she has been rubbing up against the clown like a cat so that her face is now white.
Yeah.
Perfectly
That tracks.
disguised. Whatever you see, like the card that shows this long black-haired bodacious woman with nice dark tan skin, and now in front of you is a bowl mushroom cutted white gigolo face. Nobody's gonna recognize her.
Gotta tell you, Hypergoth Sister Glut approves.
Again, just reminders. So Yeah, Leo is 6'9", um, and Carol is mostly a crab. So you both think you are adequately disguised, and all is well. Um, Now, where would you like to go from here? You can go scout out the Piss Emporium. It sounded like that might have been something that you wanted to do.
Well, I think
Uh,
first we want to we want to set up camp in the abandoned bodega.
yes, yes,
Bodega's
uh,
own.
yes. So you know that it will take a little while to get there, a little bit longer than some, unless any of you happen to have any kinds of modes of transportation, or maybe if you want to steal one on the way. Um, the mall is a mall, but also it's the lawless hyper future. Um, I think maybe you hear the rumbling of a very large motorcycle off in the distance. You know that people will drive in here. There might be, all kinds of things. Traditionally, segways, of course, but who knows? But otherwise, you'll have to hoof it.
I would like to find the fanciest motorcycle with two sidecars. Oh no, did we lose Adam?
I lost Adam on my side.
There's Adam.
No, I see Jen.
Oh,
Oh wait,
there we
there's
go.
Adam. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either, but okay. So, I would like to find the fanciest looking motorcycle with two sidecars, and I do have an electronic lockpick that I can use to start it.
Excellent. I would love a role for this.
Okay.
How do you want to find it? Like, you could go on the internet. You could do any number of things. What is your methodology that you would like to use for finding this?
Um, I look for the nearest garage. I'm sure they have garages in the mall.
They must. Um, that's fine. Let me do this. Do you have any skills that might assist you in looking for stuff?
I have tech and finance and skulk.
I definitely think tech. I don't know if finance. Skulk, you are trying to be sneaky about getting there.
Mhm.
I'll give you 2 out of 3.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think this is also going to be Thinkitude.
Okay. So I can add both skills?
I think so, right? It's stat plus skills plus any items that help.
All right. That is 2 successes.
Okay. That's enough. Yes, you are able to very quickly on your own flesh pod, which may or may not be being monitored at the moment. But as you slap the flesh pod and your eyes light up with the internet in front of you for a moment, yeah, 100%. You know that very nearby, probably an easy walk, there's going to be a garage. Actually, you know what? I will give you 2 options. There's going to be one garage that's for servicing the mall's equipment, for anyone working for the mall that is behind the scenes. There's also just for purchasing them. Um, if you wanted to go buy this object somewhere, 100% you could go and do that. So it's up to you. Would you like to go the public route or the sneaky route?
What do you two think?
I would suggest that disguising ourselves as mall employees might be slightly more subtle than rolling up in a fancy new motorcycle to the abandoned bodega zone. But
I agree.
I'm all for being as least amount of dead before we get there. Once we're there, maybe we'll see what happens. But so sneaky.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think it's easy enough for you to find yourself off of one of the various access tunnels, the ones that go to offices and toilets and abattoirs. just like in all malls. And you find yourself in the back hallways of this area. And it's a pretty easy walk to get over there. However, I would love to get some sort of skulking, some sort of stealthy roll from you all to see if there are any mall employees that might be on a patrol.
So we should all roll.
I think I would like all of you. Well, you know what? No, I'll let one of you roll. Whichever one of you wants to take point on this.
I've done a lot, but I do have 2 in skulk.
Yeah, I'm not great at skulking.
No, I'm good. Do we need to dig a hole? I'm good at that.
We will. We will.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. Okay, I will skulk.
Okay. Yes, I think this one is going to be plus your savvy.
Okay.
As you are attempting to do things savvily. That's a word.
Okay.
It's as much of a word as thinkitude is, and that's what.
Exactly. All right. That is 2 successes.
I mean, fuck, you killed it, man. Oh, dog, you dice love you tonight. It's fine.
They do.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I've set the scene. You know that you are in an empty hallway. You know exactly where the employee's garage is. You find your way there. There's no mechanics here. You see there are a lot of really grungy looking tools, a lot of porno mags stapled up on the walls, a lot of magazines that probably aren't porno but might as well be anyway. You see there are, beer cans, vapes, cigarettes. Just it's a gross place for gross people. And among these people, or among the detritus of these people, I should say, you do see there's a motorcycle. It does not have the 2 sidecars. However, there are a bunch of things here that you could use as sidecars. And I tell you this only because you do see on this motorcycle, you see that there is a name on it. And that name is Gordo Pudinesca in just beautiful, beautiful calligraphy, Italian flag on it. Do any of you... No, there's no reason any of you would know anything about the Iron Guidos so far. You have been told about the Iron Guidos. And
Is there like
this
a
is...
Facebook or a LinkedIn that we can look up on our Smart Meat Flesh Hub?
Oh yeah. Tell me, is Leo more liberal or conservative?
Very capitalistic, but like liberal capitalistic.
A fiscal conservative. Those things that still exist. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Well, I've heard. So my understanding is that leftists believe that you should burn it all down to get an equitable equity type dealio, whereas liberals still want things to be nice within their capitalistic world.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. In that case, then I believe that your social media app that you choose is Shovel. The opposite one is Dumpy. So, yeah, absolutely. You get on your Shovel account. You go look up Gordo Pudinesca. You do have a stat in tech, as I recall.
Yes.
Go. I'm going to say, let me check something about stats real quick.
I just want to know the history of who came up with Shovel and who came up with Dumpy and who did it first. Like, which one is the response? You know?
I love that if Dumpy is the response, why was that the response to Shovel?
Yeah, we're gonna just check something real quick. I just want to check something about the stats themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because this, I think I would like all of you to make a roll for, because I'm going to give you all a chance to learn some things about the universe.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, this is going to be plus Thinkitude. So you can all roll Thinkitude, and assuming that you want to, you don't have to if your Thinkitude is bad and you don't want to risk the stress. But absolutely, roll Thinkitude, and then if you have any stats or items that seem relevant, then add those d6 as well.
Okay, so real quick, this is gonna be like something that is a little wild. So Carol has psionics.
Yeah.
Carol has the ability to do certain things, including remote viewing.
Mhm.
I have this guy's name.
Yeah.
Can I just know where he is? Can I roll for that instead?
100%. That'll let
Okay.
us go into the psionics rules in a moment. That's great. We'll
Okay.
come back to that
Okay.
because there are fun things that might happen depending.
Okay.
Alyssa, I have left you on your own for too long. Would you like to roll to search the internet?
I did roll to search the internet.
Ooh.
I got a hot 0 successes with my 1 dice. So
You know what? I will say you do all have a flesh hub that does let you go on the internet, which is an item. So you do get an additional dice. Great. That is perfect. You have an success. You do gain a stress, sadly. But I will say I don't think you find anything about Gordo Pudinesca necessarily. I do think that your Flesh Hub is overrun with ads about Tasteful Pussy. He is currently doing a stream, which you could tell he does a lot of them. He is, well, I guess I can't name names based on where we are right now in terms of where this is going to be streaming. But you know, just think of one of those folks that are here that you don't like, and it's like that. Um, but yeah, you see right now, he's doing some sort of fashion stream. He's in a random store, buying just a frankly criminal amount of clothing and trying it on, and you know, it's one of those terms of service compliant, but also what are the terms of service in the horrible hell future? So like, you know, just stripping, putting on new clothes. I think if
Can Alyssa add 2 dice to their pool because Sister Glut's passions include loves the consumer and loves fashion?
hell yes you can.
Zoop advocating for me to get a higher success. Oh, that I got a 5 on one of those, so that is a 0 stress.
Right. Yeah, I love that. Then yeah, that I think the thing that you gain from this, aside from learning what this man looks like, is you do see sort of out of frame, or like in one of the mirrors, maybe you see the camera person, and then you also see someone sort of off to the side as clothing sort of flies by, like grabbing it and putting it somewhere. They're both fucking brick shit houses. The 2 guards that Tasteful Pussy has with him are thick. This is a fun thing to know and may change what you decide. Zoop, you had rolled, and you got
I haven't rolled yet because I was going to ask if I could use finance instead to learn more about this guy's financial situation.
about Gordo Pudinesca,
Yeah.
or yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a similar dice pool.
Yes. That is only 1 success.
Okay, that's fine. Again, you do gain a stress from it. What
Yes.
I will tell you is it becomes pretty easy to find out, especially like cross-referencing things like the Iron Guidos and things like that. You find out that Gordo Puttanesca is the local capo. Like, he is the head of the local branch of the Iron Guidos. Um, so he's probably got a pretty healthy amount of money. More importantly, that's his bike in front of you. Do with that information what you will, and what you might think that where you are is right now. But certainly, you have access to his bike, and you know that generally he's probably got a lot of money. But Logan, you wanted to do psionic bullshit about this. So let's look up the psionics rules real quick.
Okay.
And
specifically, I want to use my remote viewing ability.
Yes. Which, in fact, while I'm looking for that, why don't you read what remote viewing does, which I believe is on page 84 of the rules. And
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it.
I'm read. I spy with my inner eye someone that is dead. Close your eyes and focus. Tell us who or what you want to view. Ask a number of questions equal to success rolled. So I got to roll for that. Some example questions can be, what is their exact location? What are they doing? How many people are nearby? What's the most dangerous thing protecting them? What can I hear in the immediate area? And what secret password or other piece of confidential info do I learn by watching them? On a mixed result, the GM will answer 2 yes or no questions about my target. Special. At any time, you can choose to make your target aware that they're being watched. If you do, gain 1 success. They won't learn your identity or how you're observing them, but they will change their behavior. Military personnel are trained to conceal sensitive information if they suspect they're being observed by a psychic.
Great. So, step 1 of doing psionics is that you take 1 to 3 meat damage. So let me roll that for you. You will take 3 meat damage. I apologize.
Ooh, maximum damage.
And add that number to your thinkitude to form your dice pool. So that is good.
Yeah,
because you take more damage, you get more dice.
Okay, that's great because I have 1 thinkitude. So I get 4 here. Okay. Well, that is only 1 success.
Do you want to let him know he's being observed?
Ooh. I don't care if he knows that he's being watched. This is not to my knowledge, he's not like a military trained Marine, whatever.
He's just a guy.
Just a guy. He knows he's being watched, but he does not know why, like how.
Absolutely. Then that brings you to 2 successes, which means you get 2 questions, if I remember what you just said correctly.
Yes. I will be able to get 2 yes or no answers, basically, out of you. Oh, well, okay, that's an example. On 2 successes. Oh, no, on a mixed. I'm sorry. 2 is mixed?
No, 2 is full.
2 is full. Okay, sorry. On a full, I can just ask what I want.
Oh, hell yeah.
Equal to the number of successes rolled, which is 2. On a fail, on a mixed one, it was yes or no. So I get 2 questions I can ask. And I'm just gonna go from the list because I don't know what else to think of to ask about this strange man.
Yeah.
My question is, what can I hear in the immediate area of him?
Sure. Let me roll for his phrenology to see how he's feeling right now.
I don't like hearing that.
I don't like saying it, but that is that game.
Yeah.
He is currently freaking out. You hear him in the most just New Jersey Italian American, like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?" Blah, blah. Just yelling on. Well, it's not really a phone, I guess, because it's flesh pods, but he's probably got a flesh pod. I don't know, right where his nice watch would be on his wrist. So he's moved it out. He's like, what the fuck is going on? He is. You gather from the conversation that he is calling some cops that are on his payroll. And he's saying that his bike has been stolen, and he doesn't know who did it, but if he catches those rat bastards, that's the name of the publisher, that he'll just kill him. He'll kill him dead. Um, and he's like, you pigs need to earn your paycheck and go fucking find it.
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah.
What's his exact location?
Sure. You let me look at that real quick because there is an answer to that, but unfortunately, it means that I have to remember how to read.
Words are hard.
I have an English degree. That means I don't have to read anymore. I did it enough. I done goodly.
Is that like with mathematicians? They can stop doing math after
Yeah, that's why gravity doesn't apply to them.
I mean, eventually, once you get high enough in math, it actually becomes reading because it's all just letters.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I believe I have an answer for you. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Again, it'd be great if I knew how to read. Here we go. You, I think, in understanding your consciousness as you spread your crustaceal consciousness out to the universe and gain an understanding of where he is, you know that he's in some kind of a back office. Um, it, in fact, I'll just read you what it says. Um, Once an employee discipline chamber, this space has been repurposed by the local capo into a makeshift information center. A bank of flickering monitors display every inch of the Piss Emporium in glorious low def. You know that he is in the back office of the Piss Emporium.
Okay. Carol just looks at the two of you and goes, he knows we're going to steal his bike, and he's going to kill us for it.
I'm sorry, I do want to clarify. It is already stolen.
Oh, okay. So then what did... Oh, it's been stolen and brought here. So if we stole it and... Oh, we could steal it and bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surely
Plan.
our good deed will be rewarded.
Plan. We take the bike and deliver it to this Guido, who I'm sure... Did I get the vibe that he would totally love for us to return it?
He does very much want his bike back.
Okay, yeah. It sounds like a no problem plan. Good idea. How was everyone else feeling about returning his bike?
I love getting rewards.
Do you think he'd give us a discount at the Piss Emporium?
He might even give us the keys to where Pussy Lips? What's his name?
Tasteful Pussy.
Tasteful.
Now, you've seen Tasteful Pussy's lips, but
He might even just give us the lowdown on where Tasteful Pussy is.
you know, I will say, you do know where Tasteful Pussy is going to be on Christmas before where you have to get him, which is that he will be at the Piss Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And maybe this guy will, invite us to his Christmas party
Who can say?
at the Piss Emporium.
Well, that sounds like a plan. It's awfully plan-shaped. I think now maybe is a good time for a 5 to 10 minute break so we can go to our own Piss Emporiums and have ourselves a little think, and then we'll come back.
Sounds good.
Cool. See you shortly. Welcome back to Hypermall Unlimited Violence. We're playing the adventure Christmas at the Piss Emporium in a time that is not Christmas. It's fine. It's Christmas for us today. Um, where we left off, our friends here had discovered a motorcycle, a very large motorcycle, hidden away in a gross mechanic's garage, belonging to one Gordo Putanesca, the local capo of the Iron Guidos, a local mafia here in the Hypermall, and connected somehow to their target, Mr. Tasteful Pussy, who they need to capture in several days. Uh, we know that Gordo Pudanesca is in the back office of the Piss Emporium, a local hypergoth mall shop, thanks to Carol, no longer from accounting's psychic powers.
Mhm. Become crab, gain psychic powers. It has no loss.
Literally nothing wrong.
Just
So,
speedrun evolution with me.
Actually, speaking of, um, technically, we have to meditate for half an hour or pray or something before we can use our psionics. So, can we say that we did that?
yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
I assume that was in the time where some of you were poking around on the internet.
Okay,
Carol was entering crab trance.
It's
perfect.
it literally just looks like Carol just standing there lost in like, you know, empty-headedness, but every once in a while her eye stalks start moving in a very hypnotic pattern. Just, ooh, what's going on here? Is something going on behind those eyes? And actually, no. Just communing with the universe for a bit, and that sounds profound, but you are thinking you're putting way too much more effort than she is.
And I think I will not be the one to drive the motorcycle because I will do my meditation.
Mm. Also, that is a thing to bring up here too, is that right now you know that the police who Gordo Pudanesca had been on the phone with, the cops under his control, he had told them to go out and find this thing. That means that wherever you are is hidden. Now, for how long and from whomst you don't know, but it does mean that at least generally speaking, you do have a kind of safe spot. So certainly, absolutely, sit here, meditate, do psionic powers. But consider, for the moment at least, you have a defensible position. And you do have to survive for the next 5 days without being assassinated, eaten by a Krampus, or worse.
Can I do a little digging around here to see if we can figure out who it is that stole the motorcycle? Maybe that's even more leverage for our plots against Gordo.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, you know what? Because an adage I have for any game adjacent to the OSR is there's a table for that. And this is really just there are a series of pages for that in this book. Um, could you roll me a d6 for me?
That is a 33.
Interesting. Let's just look real quick and let's see who option number 33 is. I'm sure it won't be anyone troubling. That's extremely funny. Okay. Um, that's fine. This is great. Um, yeah, you start poking around and like a lot of what you find is just the garbage you would expect, right? Like I mean discarded fast food. We've mentioned the pornography taped on the walls. It looks like any random place. The weird thing is like you are there's an intentionality to the room that almost feels like this is staged, and you see among the various detritus here just a bunch of really weird technology stuff you don't understand, like vehicle parts question mark, but I don't know. Are you a mechanics person? Are you do you tinker?
I extremely not. I deal with mix of the soul. I'll call Leo on over here, I think, to take a look.
Now Leo is currently meditating for psionic powers.
Meditating.
We
But
can do
that's
it after
okay.
half an hour.
Yeah, no, we can say that takes about a half an hour of poking around to find that. What psychic power were you trying to use, Zoop?
Oh, I wasn't trying to use it. It just says that I need to meditate at the beginning of the day in order to use my psionics throughout the day.
Sure, sure, sure. That's fine. I didn't know if you meant you were doing that prior to unleashing hell or something. So
Not yet.
no, that's fine. Um, yeah. So you do that. You do that. Uh, Leo, would you mayhaps like to? Oh, I don't know. Build me a pool of. I know you have tech. I know you. We're gonna
Have
call this.
thinkitude.
Yeah, we can call this thinkitude.
Okay. Uh, let us roll. All right, that is 2 successes.
Great. This doesn't look like it's from Earth. Um, it it looks alien. It looks weird. You get the feeling that either one of two things is true. Either there is an alien that is living here, uh, and maybe like trying to scavenge parts to do something, or somebody has robbed an alien and has scavenged their parts and is trying to do something to this bike. But
Interesting.
it,
Interesting.
yeah, whatever about this room, like it is very intentionally laid out to look like a normal mechanics shop,
But it is not.
but it is not. It is hiding a bunch of weird, shall we call them extra Solarian equipment.
Extra Solarian equipment. Okay. So, I don't know that we should mess with his bike if we wanted to return the bike to him. And I think that we should drive the bike to the Piss Emporium in the dark because hopefully the cops will be sleeping then. And so we can, because pigs have to sleep at some point. Are they nocturnal? I'm not sure.
Depends on how much drugs they have.
Okay, okay. Um,
Cocaine's a hell of a
so,
drug.
so that's true. That's true. But I'm thinking maybe if they're sleeping, we can get the bike to the Piss Emporium and maybe hide it in the abandoned bodega and then go see him in the morning and be like, we found your bike. Is there a reward? But there is some other interesting stuff around here.
There sure is.
I wonder if we could scavenge some of this. Either an alien is coming back.
Back. Wait, have there been aliens before?
Well, this is either this is an aliens, a Solarians hideout,
Solarians hideout.
an extra Solarians hideout, and we are going to be met by that extra Solarian soon, or it is the hideout of an extra Solarian's thief.
Okay. So
Either way, there's a bunch of weird alien shit here.
There is a bunch of weird alien shit here, and I'm wondering if we should set up a trap to catch whoever hangs out in this garage.
I think we need to go because there's people chasing us. So
But nobody knows we're here right now, and this is clearly hidden.
If Carol can locate people with crab magic,
Ooh,
then
yeah.
it's not magic.
surely
It's just
other
evolution.
surely other evolved people could be locating us. In which case, we might not want to stick around for too long.
Oh, well, okay. If we take a look at the porn, can we tell what kind of person might have been putting up this porn. Like, you know, if it was a lot of crab porn, I might suspect Carol. Um, if it
Feels
was
like a stereotype.
if it was like a lot of goth porn, I might suspect Sister Glut. If there's a lot of alien porn, I might suspect an extra Solarian.
I don't know
I
that
know.
this logic follows.
I like.
You're
I
right.
know
All I
what you're
figured out is their
trying.
kinks.
Yeah, you're trying to kink shame this person.
I'm not
I
trying to
get
kink
it.
shame this person.
You're trying to build a case against them.
No, I was trying to guess who's coming back here. If it was the thief or the extra Solarian. But then I just realized that the thief might be stealing the extra Solarian stuff because they're into the extra Solarian. And sometimes boys tug on girls' pigtails in the schoolyard.
I wish I didn't understand that. I wish that didn't make sense. What I'm gonna ask you is if you could make me a roll. I'm going to say it's savvy.
Uh-huh.
And do you have any skills or items that might be useful for understanding people?
Um, I have charm, but I don't think that's really understanding people.
Not exactly.
No, not really. I do have finance, which is understanding people's spending habits.
That's true. And they could have bought all that porn,
Yeah.
which is legally a financial transaction, which could fall under finance.
What if they stole it? What if they pirated it? I'm just, putting
That's
it out
true. Who knows how ethical these people are with their pornography consumption?
Well, maybe part of using finance is looking for receipts.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you. I feel bad, but like I'm gonna give it to you.
All right, but don't feel too bad because that was only one success.
Cool. Well, I mean, you've dealt us all a stress with that, so I think it is only appropriate that you also take one. That's fine. What I will give you is this. The porn that you find around the room does not seem to have any rhyme or reason to it. And I say that in the sense of like, it is as though whoever this person is has put up these pictures on the walls because they have the understanding that art should be on walls, or like grungy places should have porn on walls because that's the stereotype, but like didn't really take a second to like look at anything. So like you are leaning more towards alien. You are leaning more towards someone who does not
Yeah.
understand
This
human sexuality.
Leo is looking around and is like, you know, this is more bondage, this is more big daddy little girl, this is more findom, like this is a tail thing that we're into, like this is too many kinks. And it's not that you can't have that many kinks, it's just they're not melding together into a kink person that makes sense. And that makes me think that this is an extra Solarian attempting to look human. What do we know about how scary extra Solarians are?
That's a great question. I will also say, for timekeeping purposes, I would say you probably got the note, or you accepted the contract around noon. Um, It's been a few hours, especially since you have been poking around. I would say probably now it's around 5 p.m. Just putting that little timestamp on there for you all.
Mm.
What you would know about extrasolarians is that people say that they exist. Um, that's that's about it. There are so many weird, fucked up things here, like mutants and the British. Like it could be anything. Um, so you definitely I'm not going to keep making you roll for these things. You got your one on this. I'm going to say you know that aliens are real, and that generally the opinion of the people in the hypermall is I can't believe these creatures have come from beyond our star system and expect to have rights here.
Oh,
Interesting, interesting. If we hide out here
Mm-hmm.
and we wait for the extra Solarian, we may be able to get him on our side.
It's possible. How long would you like to wait?
Sister Glut, Carol, what do you think? Or we can just leave with the bike.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interject before, but I do want you to know, because you did say this earlier. There is also a bunch of weird shit here. You can also take some time and look around for some shit to
Ooh, yeah.
arm yourselves, maybe? Question mark.
Ooh, yes. I
That
think
does mean if this extra Solarian shows up, you will be stealing from them directly, and they may have feelings about that.
from a legal point of view, they're not a person here. So, like, are we stealing legally?
But from an emotional point of view, they feel they're a person.
Yeah. I can accept that. I'm just saying legally.
okay, this is what we do. We grab a notebook and start cataloging everything. So if the extra Solarian shows up, we're just helping.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure. That's fine. Lying is always an option.
We aren't good people. You said this earlier.
No, that is true. I may have said that off stream, but this is a game about playing awful people, killing worse people. Hypermall Unlimited Violence. That's a tagline. It's not. But that's fine. Here's what I'm going to say. There could be anything here. Now, the extra Solarians, both the background, which you could have rolled at the start of this, and also as the enemy type, both have a bunch of weird shit on them. I'm going to say that every roll that you all want to make can represent about 30 minutes of time. And as long as you get a success, you'll find something. If you get a mixed success, they might show up. If you fail, they'll definitely show up.
Awesome.
If you succeed, you'll find something fun. If you crit, which means you need 3 6s, then I have some options for you.
Awesome. Let's go shopping.
In the aliens junk drawer. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Whoever would like to roll, tell me. I'm gonna say probably no matter what, it's gonna end up being thinkitude or savvy in terms of looking around or trying to understand what things are. But other than that, stats and item wise, you tell me what you want to add to your pool.
Are you expecting us all to roll or just some of us to roll?
Any of you, like, I will let you do this until you are tired or until it is no longer funny. One of the two.
Okay, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we consider digging a type of investigating?
Yes.
Okay. I will, if you'll let me, savvily dig around.
100%. There's a bunch of garbage here. You're fucking burrowing into shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, I don't know what Carol's been thinking. I think it's just been like there's a lot of info today. We were just supposed to find a guy. Now there's another guy who wants a bike. Now this bike is connected to aliens. This is a lot. So like I think I am going to, because this is my passion, crab activities. Digging, total crab activity. I'm just gonna dig around, mess shit up, and like every once in a while a moment of clarity comes over when I'm like, oh, this might be useful junk, but we'll see how much clarity I get. So I will roll these. Okay. That was one success, but I get one more roll because I only have 4 dice in front of me. Well, I only got 1 success.
Cool. Then we'll see if this person, in heavy air quotes, shows up. But I will say you do find something. I think among the detritus here, like you're looking through again. There's a lot of easy shit, right? Like there's a lot of the discarded food boxes. There's, in fact, you do as you poke through it, as you are gripping at things. It does strike you that you will have to eat at some point, and it would be nice to go to the hamburger store, perhaps. There are other places at the food court, but the hamburger store, of course, is the most well respected of them. Um, but you are poking around, and I think that you end up finding a plasma pistol. I will tell you, it does 2d6 plus 2 damage. It is an energy weapon. It has the energy tag. It has that plus 2 damage. And the range is near enough. We haven't had to talk about weapon ranges yet. There's no reason any of them would have normal names, because why would anything in this game? That's fine. But yeah, it's a short range plasma pistol. It looks weird. It looks like a hand, like a human hand that has a hole in it. And then like the arm sort of comes off, and then you just hang on to it. And like the trigger where you pull it, it looks like they've taken like a box, like a French fry box, and have just folded it a bunch of times. But like it very clearly smells like French fries. But you can tell that on the back of it, there's like weird machinery coming out of the back and like a power cell on it. But yeah, it's a plasma pistol.
I lift it in my big old crab hand and go, anyone want a gun? Just take. I can't use a trying to demonstrate dexterity with crab hands. Lack, not the. Come on.
Sister Glut?
Yeah, I think Glut waves her fingers at you, which do have basically Edward Scissorhands' nails in between them. About the same amount of manual dexterity as Carol has.
But you have fingers. I don't
I do have
those.
fingers.
Great.
The guns are so impersonal. You can't even feel them going in.
That's fair.
I mean, I can trade you my shurikens for the plasma rifle.
I already got one bouncing around in here.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm probably just gonna find someone. And
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no. I
fuck
mean,
them.
I could trade Sister Glut for them.
I mean,
You can, well, I mean, you can only feel the shurikens going in if you like really.
I'm just gonna give you this gun. You're gonna take this gun and you're gonna shoot someone with it.
Who are you giving it to?
To Leo.
Okay.
You're just gonna shoot someone with it, and once they're dead, we'll loot the corpse. Okay?
Perfect.
And as you say that, I would like to roll for that. And you see what looks like your stereotypical little gray man wearing a like 1950s U.S. military bomber jacket. With coming into the room, opening the door to the back part of the garage with all the same energy as Donald Glover in that one episode of Community with the pizzas as everything's on fire, and just sees all of you just rummaging around, and you've got their gun. This again, creature, legally not a person, but emotionally a person. It's just like, hey man, what?
We're cataloging everything for you. Welcome home.
Could I ask you to do a craveability roll for me?
Yes.
Um,
Plus charm.
yeah, 100%.
Do I get one for my personality trait being I'm way too friendly?
Yes.
Oh, and I have the gear of a winning smile.
100% yes.
Okay. Um. Somehow that is out of 7 dice, only 2 successes, but it is 2 successes.
2 successes, baby. Yeah, you spend a little bit of time. You see that this alien, this extrasolarian, who tries to pronounce their name for you, your mouth. I mean, well, unfortunately, especially Carol's with the mandible mouth. But your mouths like do not form the shapes necessary to articulate the sound, but it does sound a lot like Jeff. And they will answer to Jeff. Jeff has come back with a sack of burgers from the burger store as they were planning to eat, and shares them with you. They are down to sit and hang, and will probably ask you a lot of questions about human interactions, um, and probably also like pointing at the various bits of pornography and like, and what does this one do? Like, but where does the like does it insert
It
into the
literally,
which hole
it's
is
like
it?
literally a montage of like all of the 3 of us like doing different sexual motions.
Yeah. And I think that pretty well passes into the evening. I think you have a wonderful time with your new friend Jeff. Um, at some point the next day, in the
Oh,
morning.
during the night,
Oh, mm-hmm.
I would like to do a dream invasion.
Yes, you would, wouldn't you?
Yes.
It's like your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you like to invade?
Um Captain Pussy. I keep forgetting his name.
Tasteful pussy.
Tasteful Pussy.
Mhm.
Tasteful Pussy. I will remember that at some point. And I would like to take both of my friends with me into the dream. Now it says, I infiltrate the dream of a sleeping victim. I can bring a number of people with me equal to the number of successes rolled, or the entire party. You're not a cop. You might be able to gather I might be able to gather important information, implant subconscious suggestions, or really fuck with their head. What I would like to do is implant the subconscious suggestion that Tasteful Pussy come outside on Christmas.
Okay.
Like wait, can I suggest we have him go through, because it's Christmas, a whole fucking Christmas Carol moment where he is Scrooge and he comes out at the end, of course. Christmas miracle, I need to run out, get a goose for everyone, every child that doesn't exist, and who has a deliberate, like a horrible disease, which doesn't exist because he would just be reborn in them all. But like we put this suggestion through his
Anyone
mind.
who has horrible mutations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah. What are the limitations on this? Or are there?
It doesn't say that there are any. It says dying in a dream makes you wake up.
Mhm, 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 mhm. Okay. Then part of me is just like, fucking yeah, dog. but also let me just take a little peeky here, because I would like to give you some kind of information or a chance to find some kind of information. Um, let me,
And you can tell me how much meat damage I take.
yeah, because if there's one thing we like doing here, it's damaging meat. Oh, that's right, and this is a psychic power that you're using,
Yes,
right?
it's a
Okay,
psionic.
yeah. Which Okay. You do only take 1 point of damage, which only adds 1 point or a 1 die to your pool.
Okay.
But, um, yeah, I guess you do have to roll for this, as
Okay.
far as I get.
Thinkitude.
Yeah.
So I add plus the meat damage. Do I get to add my meditation skill as well?
Ooh, interesting. That is a good point. I don't see. Actually, no, I do see why not, because it
Okay.
explicitly says not to. I would love to
Okay.
give that one to you, but that one explicitly has a rule.
Okay. All right. That is 3 successes.
I mean, yeah, man.
But they're not sixes.
No, that is good to know. It's not 3 6s.
No.
It is merely 3 successes. Okay. Let me. Oh, that's right. I went and grabbed that so that I wouldn't have to look at it later. Okay. Here's what I will give you for this with a complete success. You try to implant this whole um Christmas Carolian bit, right? Like you are trying to make him see himself as Scrooge. And as you are doing this, you see there are like the characters, the other characters in this story are sort of being populated by other people in Tasteful Pussy's subconscious. Um, and the thing is that like you the Tiny Tim character you see is this sort of amorphous blob in that more that they just like kind of don't have a face, like he's not able to project a face into it. Um, but there is a woman there who is like very obviously in the role of Tiny Tim's mother, which would make her his wife, and uh, or not wife, but
No, no.
not wife, but you know what I mean. The other guy's wife.
Mrs. Cratchit.
Thank you. That it's been a while. It's not Christmas, critically. But no. But so you see this person very specifically that is like well defined, not only in the but more in the like that he has a very clear idea of who this is. Like his subconscious is filling in this person, and you get the idea that maybe if you were to reverse flesh hub image search that person, you might be able to find more information about her. But yeah, otherwise you implant this urge for him to go out and be charitable on Christmas and critically be in public.
Mhm.
Um, so that is the evening so far. I am going to roll for our friend Jeff to see if Jeff, uh, because I don't think Jeff necessarily has a flesh hub,
Mhm.
but they might find out who you are all the same. Um, and Jeff might want to do something about that. No, no, I don't think so. Um, like, we'll just roll this. Jeff might just be chill. No, Jeff's just chill. But here is the thing, though, is that you do have an odd thing is that Jeff is very interested in uh, Gordo Pudinesca's bike, specifically in taking it apart to use it for things. Uh, and this is something that you find, sort of the next morning, is that Jeff is like getting ready to start stripping this bike for parts, which is a problem for you all. What would you like to do?
What you doing, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, no, I got to take apart this, and then says a word that you can't understand, uh, so that I can fix my says a different word that you can't understand, but very obviously is talking about some sort of transport.
Does
Um,
it need to be this one in specific?
I mean, I guess not, but it's here, and it's got all the parts I need, and then I could get out of this place and go home, maybe.
That that sounds rad. We need the bike.
Oh, but I need the bike.
Yeah,
We
but
can
we
get you a different bike.
A better bike.
Well, if it's better, why don't you get it for you? And I can just take this one.
this bike has sentimental value to someone that we need to get it back to. That's why.
I don't understand this emotion.
That's fine. You don't have to. What you do need to understand is we are three and we need one, and you are one and you need another one. So mathematically,
We will take you to the store.
I would hang on. I would love for Carol to roll me some social combat.
Yes!
Um,
I don't know what I said. I will be 100% honest.
It
I
was
blacked out.
amazing. It
we
was
both
sounded
roll
so
like
two
a
stats
good.
threat.
together.
It was so good.
I would love for you to do some social combat about that.
Okay,
Um,
awesome.
So
What do I
let us once again consult the rules.
consult the book? Oh,
Um,
secret text. Please save us from our own bullshit.
Indeed, please consult the tome. Social combat. You will be doing craveability.
Got a 2 in that. That's good.
Yeah. And then plus X is a skill or passion relevant to the current situation. Um, Now, I do think that being territorial and protecting something that you found is crab stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely it is.
I'm going to give you that one. But do you have anything else you want to pitch me on?
Um, I don't. If I just say worship the castor, like the word for turning into a crab, uh,
Carcinization.
yes, path.
Mm.
I don't know if that necessarily applies. Like that's my only skill that I'm like leaning towards because I don't think bashing things or digging are involved with this. I do have like a universal idea that everyone will evolve into crab. So when I like go into this weird semi, we are a larger number. Is that me proselytizing here, or what is it?
Hmm. I don't know if it's quite crab mentality.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. You're not quite dragging this person back into a bucket to prevent your own. Well, you're not doing that.
Kinda.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
The bucket has spoken.
The bucket is spoken.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and go. Like, I guess that's 5 for me then. Okay,
Yeah. Just roll 5d6 for me.
okay, okay. I'm just gonna roll another one real quick, but do you want to know? So let's have the fun bit first.
Can
The
we
fun bit.
help?
No. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that at all. First of all, there are 4 successes.
Yes!
Second of all of them are 6s.
Yes!
Oh shit.
I don't think that mechanically means anything except
It does.
It does. It's a full crit.
3 is a full crit. I don't know what 4
Yeah.
means.
So
Or means Jeff turns into a crab.
I guess. Now here's the deal. When you get a critical success, you accomplish what you set out to do with style, gusto, and or extreme prejudice. Tell us how cool you look. Your next skill roll gains plus 1 success automatically.
Okay.
Now, for getting a full success, you would deal XD6 damage, which X is the number of successes rolled. So you would do 4d6 damage to go and roll that, and that damage would go to our friend here's um, mental, or not mental, but rather social toughness.
I rolled 20.
Cool. Well, that is over his threshold of 12. So you do demolish this creature.
But like
He's
in a way that he's still our friend, right?
no. uh we once again get to consult your friend in mind, the break chart. Um and I guess we're gonna see what happens. I think
Oh.
that might be the same number as last time, which would be very funny. Um, that let me just stress threshold. And no, that's financial combat. Uh, that's fine. I know what page this is on. This is, I think, 66. If only I could scroll faster. Break table 65. Here we go. You did also ruin this person's hopes and dreams, just like you did to the juggler earlier. Um, and as as you intimidate this poor alien, who is just trying to understand the culture here and also trying to go home, you remind them how bad it is to be here, in that everyone can and will ruin your life to make theirs marginally better.
Capitalism, baby.
Crabitalism, indeed. Um, and yeah, Jeff just gives up. Um, Jeff just gives up and will not fight back.
Now, can I offer Jeff some solace in the knowledge that the consumer will devour them? So that's the only thing that matters. And the fact that they're sad right now is fine because eventually they'll be devoured.
Yeah, that's that's true. I should go buy something to make myself feel better. I'll go do that. And Jeff just sort of dejectedly walks out and goes out the front door, which you've not seen where it goes, by the way. But from where you are, you do know that you have more access to the back sort of access tunnels, or you can go out somewhere and end up back in the mall proper. You do also now have, once again, legal possession of the bike.
Okay, I have to say, once we get tasteful pussy and we get lots of debt back to us,
Mm-hmm.
we have to come back and buy Jeff a new bike.
We could.
Why?
You could
We
do that.
could.
You might find
I
another
will.
one
I
on
will.
your travels.
Yeah, like
Yes, sorry, I meant I'm going to go steal a bike for
no.
Jeff later.
You did use the word buy, so that confused me.
Yeah, well, I mean, with buy with a 5 finger discount.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I still have 5.
Awfully ableist of you to use that language around Carol.
Grab him. No fingers. No fingers whatsoever. It's okay. I accept that you have flaws and that you will be better.
Thank you. Leo hugs Carol.
Crab hug.
Yeah.
I will climb on top of you, given the chance.
So, I think that we could, given how long we have spent here, we could jump ahead a little bit.
Yes.
Now, I will say, in the intervening time, to get to the Piss Emporium, and ultimately hideout in the abandoned bodega zone. You know that it will take a little while to get there, especially if you are wheeling that bike around. The
We're not wheeling it. We're driving it.
Oh, sure. It is loud. It is big. It is obvious. It is the opposite of sneaking. So if you want to go somewhere with it stealthily, you will want to ride it through the back access tunnels. If you do not care, which is also legitimately an option, I do want you to know, you can't just fucking drive it. Like, you just fucking bust out, I don't know, Dukes of Hazzard style, I guess, and just keep going. Just, without the Confederate flag. But you do have an Italian flag, which currently in real life is not the same thing. But who knows in the Hypermall?
Sister Glut, what do you think?
Now, in the how honorable do we think that Gordo is? Like, could we just give him a little call and be like, "Hey, we got your bike. We want to make a trade," and not have to deal with the cops on the way? Have him come to us?
Or at least like promise us protection in the hypermall until we finish our job.
Genius.
Genius. Yeah, I think that is a logical series of actions to take. You would know. In fact, because one of you we have established has a shovel account. Zoop, I think.
Mhm.
Gordo does have a shovel account, which, in the horrible capitalist future, I mean, if it's one social media, obviously any kind of call is going to be the same thing, whether it's phone or social media or whatever. It's the same thing. So, like, yeah, you could just fucking cold message him if you want to.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna hand it over to Sister Glut because she has a craveability of 3 and a charm of 2, and that is better than me. Wait, well, no, we're the same, but I'm giving it to her because this was her idea, and I think it's genius.
Yeah, I will. So is this just like leaving a message on his timeline or giving him a call? What is the vibe here?
What do you want to do? I mean, you could do the classic leave the girlies a like a voice note. Um, whatever floats your goat. But I will ask you for a roll for it.
Okay.
So, however you feel you would want to approach that, given your own passions, you tell me.
Yes. I think that I will send a voice message offering him both the motorcycle and a beautiful Puttanesca dinner if he chooses to meet us at, or if he chooses to talk to us and offer us some protection.
Okay. Could you roll me craveability and whatever things you might have that might help?
Now, can I add multiple skills to a roll?
Oh yeah, because you have charm and public speaking.
I was thinking because I have charm in cooking and I was offering him dinner.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I like that.
There is an implied item in the cooking, which is that you would have access to a kitchen, which, sure, like,
Well, it's because on Sister Glut's shovel account, she has multiple pictures of great meals she's made.
yeah, absolutely. I did mention that flashback mechanic. Like, very easily, you could have just gone and found all of your best cooking photos and posted them up.
Yeah, and there are some real sexy photos of pasta to entice.
Yeah.
With like so many die, I got 2 successes, which is all
Amazing.
I need.
That's all you need. You, yeah. I think the scene cuts over for a moment, and I do want to clarify. This is not just this is not an Adam Seats invention. This is something that Gordo Pudinesca has a number of things that he likes to do. One of them, the first one, is jork off. So I do want you to know that, like, as he is listening to your voicemail, he is just cranking his hog, hearing you talk about his other hog, which is the bike. And you get a voice message back again with the meaty noise behind it. Now that's some cursed Foley. You're welcome.
I'm
But
glad
anyway,
that was captured on the internet for us to view it some other time.
yeah, I'm curious how that pops up. But anyway, with that vigorous jorking sound in the background, you do hear Gordo tell you, "Yeah, right. Meet me. Meet me over by the place Emporium and call it." And you hear him stop jorking for a moment. 3 hours. And then goes back to it as the sound cuts.
Incredible.
I have so many feelings about this that I'm mostly disgust.
I'm just gonna take hey guys on the internet. This is Adam Seats. I am not a very outwardly sexual person. I identify as demisexual. I don't sex a lot. I don't do a whole lot of that. There are times in my life, people might have known me to be a little bit of a Lothario, but that's not me these days. And man, I never thought there would be a day where I was talking about just fucking jerking it on the internet, but here we are.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. JD Clement, this is your fault, and I hope you're happy. Love you. Anyway, back in the game.
In a non-horny way.
Yeah. We're not that close friends yet. We'll see. But incidentally, by that, you do know that Gordo Pudinesca is currently indisposed. So he's certainly not going anywhere for a couple hours. You know that the Piss Emporium is probably like an hour away from where you are. The Hypermall, to be clear, is like Judge Dredd style, like the entire American continent, right? Like North and South, or at least definitely North America. But it's big. So yeah, I mean, you could hop on the bike. You would need to find, well, there's definitely enough room for 2 of you on the bike. You'd have to find something else for one of you, which we could very easily say that you rob from someone on the way. We have a fun little thing about that, but certainly
Yes.
you could find a way to get out there. It will mean that I will need to roll to see if any bounty hunters or Krampuses get your tail.
Listen, I'm ready to fight something, and I should have put love stealing under my passions. I can't believe I didn't.
I'm just seeing the bit from Over the Garden Wall. Just the horse like, I love stealing.
I mean,
Anyway.
you love advertising, so implicitly.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay. Zoop, I've made you roll 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And I feel bad making you do it again. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to throw this to Logan.
Yes, please.
Because you are, unfortunately, the person who will not fit on the bike. Like, it's going to be you or the other 2, and certainly you're not going to be able to drive that bike with your meaty claws.
Mm-hmm.
So,
interestingly, a bike would be easier for a crab than a car.
That's true, because you could just grip the
yeah.
But I was thinking Carol needs one of those things that's really hip driven.
Hip driven?
Like a car, like horses are more hip driven than anything else.
Okay, fair. I was just thinking we'd get a sidecar and attach it. Because it is a bike.
Yeah. Um, I'm. Why don't you tell me? How
Mhm.
would Carol go about looking for something to assist you?
Well, I just said a sidecar. I think
Yeah.
like if we can get something temporarily, like I don't want to modify his bike. I want to just like, even if it's as simple as, okay, I'm gonna ride in this shopping cart and
Mhm.
grab onto the bike while you guys roll.
Yeah. Uh, so how do you want to look for that? I guess is what I meant to ask. Is like,
Oh, I'm just gonna go outside and I'm gonna look, use my eyeballs. Um,
right.
I don't think my psychic powers can remote view just any shopping cart. I think if I had known one, if I had named one, if I had formed a relationship with one, I'm sure I could find it.
And you didn't want to flash back to that?
This is fine. What I'm gonna ask you to do is to roll savvy,
Okay.
and if you have a skill or item that you think will assist you here,
I really
then feel free.
I really don't think I do. I really haven't gone over like my gear, which is my claw, my rugged exoskeleton, and my 31 barnacles. Um, they don't really help, I think, in this moment.
Not
But
in this particular case.
so I'll just roll savvy, which is just 2. So, I might do it, I might not.
Sure.
I got 1 success.
One success is better than none success.
Mhm.
You do unfortunately take a point of stress.
It
Um,
happens.
I do also want to just touch base real quick. What's everybody's stress thresholds looking like?
Mine's 8.
Also 8.
Mine is 8. I have 3 out of 8.
Cool. That's fine. It's a good thing to keep in mind, just in case.
What happens when we overhit our stress? Or how
The
do we
same thing that you've
reduce our
been doing
stress?
to all these suckers is you roll on the break table. You have a break, and
How do we reduce our stress?
jorking it. Now there's a couple things.
One of them is jorking it, though.
One of them is jorking it. It's jorking it and drugs and um. Hang on, it's here in the book. There's a table for that. Do 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 do. Again, if only I could read. I want to say page 12. There's mechanics. No, that's a background.
Stress.
There is. Oh, you know what? No, it's in the stress threshold. So that is on page 64. Yeah, there we go. You gain stress whenever you fail a roll. You can reduce stress through relaxation, taking time off work, or expensive drugs. -1 stress for each day you don't work. Unfortunately, you need money to live. That's an important point, is that you all theoretically have jobs. Maybe. You're currently not at them. So I think probably all of you have felt your flesh pods going off, letting you know that you have missed your shifts at work. So that'll be a fun little thing to see if you. Hey, you're gonna get a lot of debt paid off when you finish this. That'll
Yep.
probably be fine.
We're just doing gig work right now. It's
Just
fine.
doing gig work. Don't worry about it. Paycheck to paycheck, or job to job. Anyway, but yes. So you that is how you deal with that. Is you have to either do a lot of drugs about it or not work. But I will say, well, no, you are technically working. You are working for Slaughter, so you don't get your free 1 stress off. But um, but yeah, man, like I don't know, do drugs about it. That's the point. That I mean, I would say almost everywhere there's got to be like kiosks or little stores or vending machines that are all full of various kinds of vape juices that are full of different drugs and mutagens and all sorts of things. Anytime you want just in a scene to try and grab one of those, there's no way it's not around.
Mhm.
Putting that out there. Back to the thing. You got a mixed success. You are going to find what you want, and it's not going to be quite as good as you want. I'm going
Mhm.
to tell you this. You do find a shopping cart. I think nearby there's going to be some kind of small grocery market kind of thing. Um, the bad news, the complicated thing here, because it is near Christmas. This is their this is a sale day, and you go to grab one, and everyone sees you. All of these people who are here to buy discount meats, which again, a wild thing because of course, who cooks for themselves in the mall when you could just go to the food court? But
Mhm.
these people trying to save the last little bits of their debt by scrounging together various canned meats. Um,
Mhm.
they see you. You see everyone just sort of like clock their flesh buds and like very obviously look through the internet, and you have been spotted.
Mm. Well, do a little wave to the camera to everyone, and just slowly, nonchalantly move back with my cart towards everyone on the bike, keeping my eye out. So if someone comes, I can book it. But we're trying to look uh, uh, not so overwhelmed, I guess.
Sure. I think we cut to a scene very shortly after this, which is you in the shopping cart, gripping onto the back of the bike, zooming through the halls of the mall as just a crowd of people is chasing after you.
I think Sister Glut is driving and I'm sitting backwards, pew pewing.
Sure. Um, yeah. I mean, if you want to roll to shoot these random people, you are welcome to it, my friend.
Well,
Uh,
I'm more like
Defensive shooting.
no, for
defensive
sure, for sure, for
shooting.
sure. Um, yeah, by all means. Why don't you roll? It's gonna be. Well, I mean, damage on that thing is 2d6 plus 2 because you have the weird plasma gun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 2d6 plus 2. And then do you have any skills or anything that add to it?
I have tech.
It is tech.
Cool, cool. So, and then what do I use to hopefully not physique?
Oh, that's a good point. You. Oh, actually, that's a good question. Oh, yeah, it says roll savvy plus gun skill when you shoot someone. So if you have a gun skill, great. Otherwise, it's just savvy.
Okay.
Um,
Um, let's see. Okay, one success.
great. Yeah, I'm gonna say you. I mean, yeah, like weird fucking plasma blasts. Again, it's coming out of like a hand. Like, it's gross. Um, but as this like green energy like shoots out and blasts into the crowd, some of them scatter and you're going around. Um, Alyssa, as it has been established that you are driving, um, I would love it if you could roll savvy. It says roll savvy times 2. So I guess whatever twice your savvy score is. I would love for you to dodge some hazards as you are just fucking ripping it through the halls.
For sure. That is one success.
Great. Please take a point of stress. Logan, do me a favor. In this hellscape of Christmas and future capitalism,
Mhm, mhm.
what is the shape of like a local band playing Christmas carols? Like, what does that look like in this future?
I think in this future, it is one person who has had their vocal cords modified to be able to sing out in a whole choir.
Mhm.
And they look normal, except when they open their mouth, multiple mouths on their neck open up and they all sing at once. Perfect harmony. It's great harmonies.
Truly horrifying, but yes, great. I think there is one of those around where this group, the group, uh, a one man band, has set up. There is a little bit of a crowd around them, and um, sister, you see this incoming group. You know that you are going to be able to get around them at a small cost, and I would love to know what that cost is as you do a sick fucking trick to not just fucking plow through all these people.
Now, could I choose to just plow through all these people and not incur a small cost?
I think that is itself a small cost, because you run the risk of damaging the bike.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. Um, okay. I will then actually make the move to dodge. I think that we sort of turn so sharply that the bike almost falls over, and I have to like stabilize us by scratching my talons against the ground, and they like shoot up with sparks, and it looks like a cool light show for this band. But it does damage the talons on one of my hands.
Sure. You have described the Akira slide, which is
Yes.
appropriate. This
Yeah.
is fine. We love an Akira slide. This is great. And we had to get one in here because there was a bike. We are contractually obligated. We did it. It's great. You're able to do it, and again, an hour passes by, and you are now nearby to the Piss Emporium. To remind you, the Piss Emporium has the abandoned New York bodega zone to its left, and to its right, you have Mama Italiana's. I want to say. Let me check that again. Yeah, Mama's Italiana. Um, and you know what? Let's roll because now that you're here, there are some possible goings on outside the store. Yeah, that's fine. You see as you pull up here, there's just an extremely shady person, just hanging out sort of in front of the abandoned authentic bodega zone, um, who like locks eyes with you, doesn't not like aggressive, but like clocks you, and yeah, but you're here. You are 2 hours early, um, and so you do need to hide for a little while. You should hide for a little
Hey,
while.
hey, you. You
I'm
got some
not.
drugs?
I'm not a cop. Uh, I'm sorry. What was that?
You got some drugs?
The guy's like, I do have some drugs. Thank you for asking. I would love to sell you some.
Sweet. Come on back.
Yeah. You see that this person offers to sell you red eye, which uh sells it at 4 det per dose, which is a little bit of a street markup. But if you want some red eye and you got some debt and you want to pay them, get you some drugs. Which that does have mechanical benefits. As far as I remember, it is literally just Red Eye from Cowboy Bebop. If you remember that episode,
Mhm.
um,
I was gonna ask.
yeah. Look, there's no need to change things that work, right?
Mhm.
Like sometimes a fictional drug is a good fictional drug.
Does it reduce stress?
I think it gives you stress.
Oh,
Let's find out. Actually, let me look. Where are the drugs? It's going to be in gear, or no, in consumables, which is page 114. we're not talking about the death dimension. That's not important today. Or is it? Red Eye. There we go. It's the datura of cocaine. Injected straight into the sclera, the mildly hallucinogenic upper is popular among sex freaks and combat veterans. It produces an intense rush of dopamine and focus while dulling exhaustion and mental fatigue. Each dose of red eye is the equivalent of 8 hours of sleep. You could probably forgo sleep entirely if you wanted to. And mechanically, it gives you +1 to your savvy stat for the scene. The eye you injected swells up and is rendered temporarily blind afterwards. Prolonged use leaves your eyes extremely bloodshot.
Now, I'd just like to ask a quick question to the group. Does anyone have any spare money right now? Because I sure don't.
Well, we start with. I mean, oh, you spent.
I spent it. I spent
Oh
it.
yeah, no. I mean, I wasn't planning on buying from him, but I really wanted something that would reduce stress.
I guess I could buy some just so we have it.
Sure.
Oh,
how much did you say?
We're not gonna buy it.
Just speak for yourself. Maybe I want to be a high crab. Like let's get into it.
No. You can be a high crab.
Oh, okay. I guess
I stab him.
Appropriate. Yeah.
I invite him back into the bodega.
Mm-hmm.
Let him show us his wares, and then I stab him.
Yeah,
I guess
great.
he did have a markup based off of basic.
Yeah, it's
MSRP.
very rude.
So...
It's very rude. I have 4 shuriken.
Yeah, kill all scalpers. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think he's gonna be pretty easy to murder. I don't think there's specifically a drug dealer stat block, though there are many. Believe it or not, there are a truly terrifying number of things that have stat blocks in this game. But yeah, I think that's pretty easy. What bonuses do you have to your
I
combat?
have 1 bash.
Yeah.
And I love pouncing.
I mean, yeah, you pounce.
Does he seem like a mascot?
No. Well, I mean, he is a very stereotypical drug dealer, and one could posit that to be a mascot.
I hate mascots, so
I'll give it to you.
Okay. So I will roll 4 dice. That is 2 successes.
I mean, yeah, I guess roll 2d6 and don't roll bad.
Okay, cool. How is 9?
9 is absolutely enough to murder this man.
Okay.
And I mean, that's the thing, right? Is bodies are not cheap, but they are expendable. You stab this guy. There is already a dead body in here, as it turns out. But maybe someone's done this before. But yeah, could you do me a solid and roll me a d6, and I will say that is how many doses of red eye you get.
Ooh, we have 5 doses of red eye.
Fucking great. And yeah, you can load it right up in your vape, or no, I guess you want to put it in your eye. But for the most part, a lot of drugs you can just vape. But
I hand it to Carol.
Oh yeah, this is all going according to.
Do you want to use it right now, Carol?
No, I just trying to figure out the mechanism.
One of us can inject it, but do you really want to inject it?
No,
now?
not right now. No, not.
No. Okay.
I'm logisticking right now.
Okay, perfect.
You have a little bit of time. You have stashed your shit in here. Let me tell you sort of a little bit more about the abandoned bodega zone. Sadly, there are not ingredients to make a bacon, egg, and cheese. as much as it would be appropriate. This is abandoned. Any food that's in here is gone. Probably the coffee is still exactly the same as it would be. Sorry, that's me getting everyone in New York City about to kill me. That's fine. I'll take it. But no, but yeah, there's probably like very old, gross coffee that's in here. No bacon, egg, and cheese fixins. Sadly, no cats. But otherwise, looks like you would imagine a standard New York bodega to look like. Um, Interestingly, though, you do see there is a hole in the back of the in the back of the wall. Would you like to explore it? Would you like to go into the hole?
I mean, Carol, you are our digger. After you.
Somehow instincts are pulling me into finding a home like a hermit crab.
Yeah. You go to the back, which I should also explain this area just a little bit here. Other things that you might care to know.
Mhm.
Um, Again, reading hard, impossible. Yeah. You find that there is a hole that goes back into the maintenance tunnels. And not just like where you guys were, like the access tunnels. These go potentially down into the sewers.
Mm.
Um, a thing that all of you know about the Hypermall is that the current Hypermall is built on top of the ruins of the old Hypermall. And those ruins, which is where the sewers are, is also where the exiles of the British Empire live. These creatures are farmed for their meat and are subhuman. Um, so just know that there are awful things in the sewers, and they are British.
Oh, not British.
Just to double check,
Mhm.
um, the second body
Uh-huh.
in the bodega,
Yep.
how fresh we talking?
Not.
Okay.
It's been there a while.
And these British that you are discussing, do they count as a flesh body for angel summoning?
Ooh. Interesting that you should ask. Um, I am inclined to say yes. You would have to go hunt for them.
Right.
But on the other hand, you do have two bodies.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should say the body that's in here is like a person's body. So you do, in fact, legally have two human bodies.
But it does say it has to be kind of fresh.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. You do have one very fresh body. You could see if there's anyone over in the Piss Emporium or Mama's Italiana, but that's tipping your hand a little early.
That is. One other question. The when someone has negative debt, where do they keep the negative debt?
When you say negative debt, uh, that leads me to believe that goes into financial combat.
What I'm wondering is the person who I just murdered, can I take his money?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Which I think actually may also still be financial combat. Let me double check that real quick, because if not, I mean, obviously you just fucking run his pockets. But the thing is, much like in real life, um, getting rid of physical money makes it extremely hard to pass money on to other people. Um, so yeah, you are trying to do financial harm to this person, basically. So that is financial combat. And I would love for you to do financial combat at this
Yes,
person.
please.
When you cause financial harm, your victim gains XD6 debt. If they exceed their debt threshold, they are financially ruined and will suffer the consequences. Let's see, you start with 0 debt. You can accumulate debt up to your debt threshold without issue. Having any debt puts you in the red. So basically, you have a credit card. You gain debt when you buy things or you suffer financial assaults. Each resurrection costs 1 debt. Any money you receive goes directly towards paying off your loans, etc., etc., etc.
So I'm wondering if he's in the black and I can take some of his money.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if he's not, you could certainly illegally steal money from him.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, how do we...
Especially because he's a drug dealer who's been scalping. He's been selling his drugs at higher than market value. I believe in selling drugs at market value.
As well you should. As well you should. I'm just checking to make sure that I know where the financial combat table is, which looks like it's on page 66. And that's the loan default table. So yeah, I guess it mostly just depends on what skills you have that attach to it. Let me go look at your character sheets again real quick.
I have finance.
I mean, fuck, finance is definitely the thing that counts. I think, yeah, finance for sure counts. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, you must add a stat to it. I'm going to say probably Thinkitude.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thinkitude plus finance. Oh, and I hate mascots.
Yeah, I'll give you one for that.
All right. That is 3 successes.
Sure.
Oh no, we lost Adam.
Yep.
Oh no.
You're back.
Hey.
Oh God, what happened?
We lost you after I said 3 successes.
Weird. Okay. So yes, that's fine. If you would do me a favor and roll 3d6 for me.
Okay. So that is only 11.
That's okay. Because you have done almost certainly enough to destroy this man. Where is... Like, he's just a guy. Like,
yeah.
He's just a dude. He doesn't have that much. Where is he? I will tell you how much you get from him and then what happens when he has nothing else left.
Okay.
Yeah, his debt threshold is 4. So you get 12 debt, I guess. You have a bonus of 12 debt. Somewhere this man is respawning and having a really bad time of it. Actually, funny, yeah. There's a very muffled voice you hear through the wall, like at the back right-hand corner, that butts up against the Piss Emporium. And it's muffled and robotic and Italian. but you do hear what you know to be like the horrible sort of slurping noise of someone coming out of a Christ machine. So like there is very nearby a Christ machine, which means, I mean, you could go kill him again, I guess, if you wanted to get that second body if you need it fresh. But more importantly, you do know that if you die in this particular area, there's somewhere to be. I would like to jump us ahead a little bit in the interest of time, just in case.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 hours goes by as you spend a little bit of time figuring out what is here. Um, so far, nobody else has come for you. I think that other guy, the guy that you killed, the drug dealer, knows well enough not to walk back into the place where he died. So, like, this isn't fucking Dark Souls. He's not. He knows you've looted his body. Like, he also knows that you've done financial combat at him, and like he's probably running away from the cops at the moment. Fucking dick swinging, nothing to his name, trying to get back to his hab pod. So that's bad for him. But like I say, 2 hours goes by. You know, now is when you wanted to go meet with Gordo Pudinesca to give him his bike back. How would you like to approach this?
Mm.
Respectfully and bike forward, I think, because I do not think they will open fire on his bike.
Yeah.
That's
Basically,
probably true.
we're using his bike as a human shield.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you come out the front of the bodega zone, and as you pass by the Piss Emporium, I do want you to know that there's a glass display at the front, um, and you see set in a glass enclosure. This festive scene includes a traditional plastic palm tree with presents instead of coconuts, a worn-out couch, and a child-sized skullbot lifting a brand new wrist breaker out of a gift box over and over. There is a skullbot dressed as Krampus, complete with horns and talons lurking behind the palm tree. The overall budget on display is minimal. And you might be asking, what is a skullbot? I'm sorry. Let's continue. Now, Skullbot, very Warhammer 40K-esque of, it is literally a skull with some technology coming out the back of it. That it's a mannequin that does stuff. Let's see. In fact, the grinning Rictus greets you. The death stiff Olna waves in your direction. Wires and tinsel snake outward from the rib cage, binding bones together in place of sinew. A scratchy metal voice emerges from somewhere near the throat. The festive Skullbot is little more than a corpse, puppeteered for entertainment and lacks the squishy cerebral processor of true robots. Surely it won't come to life and ruin Christmas. So, you pass by the front. You see there are some people inside the Piss Emporium. Yeah, you see coming out the front of Mama's Italiana. I mean, you see just big Italian Americans, big boys. I mean, you do also see a number of bikes parked out front, a number of hogs, if you will. And you probably clock nearby there are a couple of poorly disguised cops, different hogs in this case. But yeah, you see the one of you who has, I guess Carol knows what Gordo looks like. You see someone come out who seems important but is not Gordo Pudinesca. You know he must be someone related, like one of the higher ups here, but it's not. But sees the bike and he's like, "Hey, you the guys who stole boss's bike?"
Didn't steal it, recovered.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
if we stole it, we probably wouldn't, like, just give it to you, so without like a ransom note, you know?
Yeah, you make a good point. Smart guy, and you see the other guys behind him just like sort of nodding head, like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he's like, "All right, what you just giving it over? What do you want? What do you want?"
And Carol kind of looks at everyone. Protection, right?
Protection. I
Or
mean,
maybe tasty this is probably a conversation that we had before. What did we decide like in that 2 hours? Do we want protection or do we just want tasteful pussy?
Access? I think, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if we can get tasteful pussy, that would be the ideal. But
Yeah.
like, do we think that they have direct access to him? I don't know.
I mean, he's hiding out in their shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, here's the deal. Why don't you come inside? And they lead you into Mama's Italian. And it is grungy, but it is very much every Italian restaurant mob front that you have seen, um, down to the shitty tablecloths.
Mhm.
And um,
The really
you
weird
see,
Italian art on the wall.
yeah, you see coming out from the back, Gordo Pudinesca. He's in a very ill-fitting tracksuit. He's sweaty, sweaty A shirt, um, dick semi chub, and uh, he's like, you guys, you're the ones. Look at you. What the fuck do you want? You want us to take down tasteful pussy? Is that what I heard? Is it, what you asking about, Mr. Pussy?
We would like an audience.
And he's like, whoa, an audience. I don't know. You guys fans? You what? Hang on a second. And like presses his flesh up. He's like, hang on. No, I know who you guys are. You can't. You got me. You almost got me. No. Here's the deal. You can't fuck with Mr. Pussy. You can't do it. But I refuse to let it happen on my turf. He's a powerful man.
Okay,
You.
if it's not on your turf.
I mean, what are you thinking?
If, let's say, on Christmas, he decides to take a walk outside, maybe pick up some medicine and goose for the sick and mutated, you let him go.
Hmm.
Nobody watches back.
I mean, I mean he look he's got a lot of money out of you guys. If anything happens to him, that's on us. He'll ruin us. He's got all kinds of money. He's got concubines. He's got money. He's got everything that you want. He's got everything. He'll look. We don't fuck with him. But
Okay,
I tell you what.
but mhm.
I tell you what. If you get him out of here, if you got a way, you think you got a way to get him out of this place, off my turf, out of here.
Absolutely.
We'll let you guys be. But I do have to let you know, if it looks like you cause any trouble, you harm a hair on his head, it's gonna be on us, and we're gonna have to take you down.
I mean, not if it's on your turf.
No, yeah, no. You get him out of here. You get him away from the cameras. That's fine. But if anything
Gotcha.
happens to him while he's here, we gotta fuck you up. I'm sorry, but
Totally fair.
I think I can offer you guys that as long as you just if you can fuck him up, take him somewhere else. But yeah,
You know why a bounty was put on his head?
well, yeah, I do. Uh, and he's like, I mean, I can tell you guys because I mean, you're already in danger anyway. You could, you're not gonna be able to share this information with anybody. They'll just fucking kill you. Uh, yeah, no, he got someone pregnant, and it doesn't really happen around here, especially for CEOs and influencers like him. Not really allowed
Right.
to have kids unless you know get it authorized. So, uh, his the mother of his child, whose name is fuck, what was it? Oh, right, sex video games. Um, yeah, no, sex video games. Wants him around because he said he wasn't gonna go to the birth. So she's trying to get his ass there.
Okay, wait. Were we supposed to kill this guy, or we were supposed to get him
No,
somewhere?
You were
no,
supposed to
he's
get him
not.
to the birth clinic.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to get him to the birth clinic.
yeah.
Okay.
This guy's just a shitty dad who is
Yeah.
not going to see his baby be born, which like fucking shit. But like also, I don't know if I want to introduce this man to the responsibility of fatherhood.
He just needs to be financially responsible.
Sure.
He does make a lot of money. And that's the
Okay.
only way to prove that you're financially responsible is by making a lot of money. That hurts my heart. Anyway, but yeah, because I know we are closing in on our time here, I will tell you that the Iron Guidos will, as long as you're not doing anything outwardly problematic or causing a lot of trouble around in the area, they will, at the very least, hide you in the abandoned bodega. Which
I have one other
Hmm.
question.
Yeah.
What's Tasteful Pussy's type of girl, if you will? What kind of look does he prefer? What kind of look would he, you know, give up a sense of security for?
Hey, joke's on you, motherfucker. This is a collaborative storytelling game, so I'm going to bounce that right back at you. But I will tell you that whatever you say is the woman that you saw in the dream.
Okay. So we're gonna go. He likes his girls tan.
Mhm.
He likes his girls bodacious. He likes his girls tall, ridiculously tall.
Like
uh,
6'9".
yeah, like you know what I
Round
mean?
about
Like
6'9".
ridiculously a giraffe. We're gonna say like he likes them with like a pixie cut.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Okay.
And what do you think? Heavy goth makeup?
I think he'll take it. Take
Yeah.
it or leave it. Like, like everyone went through the phase of goth mommies, and like it never really leaves you. It never really
Uh,
goes away. But
a harness. I think the harness really does it for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
like
Look,
it gives him a sense of security, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
as someone who regularly in my real life volunteers and helps out a local roller derby team, I understand the appeal of tall women who will kill you. So like I get it, right? I get it. Yeah, I think like as Gordo Pudinesca is describing this, you're like, oh fuck, I know exactly who that is. And so you have a good idea of what sex video games looks like.
Yeah, and it's weird. Sex video games and Leo look surprisingly a lot, except that Leo has a bowl cut, which we'll just go to the barber.
Yeah, sure.
I have some extra credits.
Yeah. You did do some combat, some financial combat about it. So by all means, yeah, we can say that that happens because I would like you to see what happens on Christmas.
Yeah.
As much as we could split this up into two separate games, but then it wouldn't be Game Master Monday. It would be Game Master several days, and that would be incorrect.
It would be the second time I've done that to Grant, and I don't think he would appreciate it.
No, especially he's not even here to complain about it. But no. So the Iron Guidos, on the condition that you do not bring shit to their turf, and if you're gonna do something to Tasteful Pussy, you do it somewhere else.
Mm.
Keep you carbo loading. They keep you hidden away, and things are generally fine.
I
Um,
get I get a pixie haircut. I get sister Glut does really fantastic makeup on me, takes me shopping at the Piss Emporium, gets me like nice harness, like some chains, like a little collar, whatever we need.
you said the magic word. I gotta go pull a literal item out of this game just to give to you, because I Chekhov's gunned it earlier, and now I have to pay off.
The puppy
Um,
girl collar?
yeah, I believe it's
Mm.
legally it is the fuck puppy collar. Let
The
me
fuck
Mm.
just
puppy
hunt for
collar.
that real quick. That's gonna be in gear, and is it armor? It would be funny if it was armor.
I think I saw it in armor.
I'd say I think it is armor.
There we go.
Protects your soul.
Yeah, the Fujita Shin Sexual Solutions Wearable Shit, or no, sorry, Slutification Dumbifier. Um, Normally, it costs 6 debt. It dampens the wearer's synapses, making them stupid, pliant, and easy to handle. Oxytocin injectors reinforce feelings of trust and comfort towards the hand that tugs the leash. Only comes off with a programmable safe word or my permission, Mud.
Perfect. So I get one of those. I have that like in my hand.
Great.
Um and I guess it's Christmas morning.
Yeah. And you know that there is a stream going on where Tasteful Pussy is next door, and is like you're watching it on. There isn't actually a name of a streaming service. I do feel like, unfortunately, the most appropriate name for it in this universe would be like bitch.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Of all the things I've said so far, that
That or Switch.
Switch
Mm.
is good. Switch is good. I think I like Switch better. Um, I like my soul is already dead from saying the word pussy so many times tonight. Like I don't want to keep saying bitch. Um,
I think we did do two other things. I think every night we did a dream invasion
mhm.
to again, make sure that he really needs to leave the Piss Emporium on that day. And what do you think? Like a bus? Is that a good conveyance to the place we need to go? Like a party bus.
Like,
Mm.
are we gonna like convince by getting on his party bus with
We're
him
gonna
and
convince him to get
to
on the
drive
party
there?
bus with us. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how he's gonna deal with seeing us because he knows what we look like.
He does know who you are.
But he'll be
Um,
so overcome by Leo.
Yeah. There's a reason. There's a reason.
I mean, you have a lot of options. Um, but for the moment, you know that his stream is happening.
Mhm.
Um, and in fact, let me read this off to you here. Ba, 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 ba. Where's that?
I'll say that Glut did fully like subscribe to his channel after watching that first haul in the Piss Emporium.
Right. Oh, here. Yeah. Here we go. Tasteful Pussy's live stream is as obnoxious as it is boring, mostly consisting of him trying on different outfits with his dick fully out. He sucks at audience engagement, and his audio keeps cutting out due to the many copyright strikes he's getting from the store playing Male Single 35 by the band Twink Abortion. Um, but he started his stream early. Um, he is telling people, it's time to open your packages. and he's already started gesturing at his own. Um, Now, you are pretty sure, based on what you have done to mind fuck this man, that he should be pretty easy to suggest. And in fact, I didn't do this on purpose. I just remembered the name being funny. But you do have an option above and beyond anything else. If you get the fuck puppy collar on him, I mean, that's a way out. Or any number of things. You all have a lot of options at your disposal. But I would like to tell you that in the beginning of the entrance to the Piss Emporium, I want you to know that the let's see, the floor is dirty, the pipes leak, the rats feast upon the weak in this place, and the large double doors into this place are flanked by a festive display and 2 discount racks of truly hideous T-shirts. You can buy them. It's 1 det for 3 T-shirts. Extremely loud bass-boosted covers of Christmas songs spill out of the Piss Emporium into the dirty hallway. A man in an ill-fitting Santa outfit loiters near the entrance, his poorly applied corpse paint seeming to indicate that he works there. You've already talked to this man. He's one of the Iron Guidos. He's currently high on a drug called liquationol. He's very chatty. He's not going to stop you going in. He knows what you guys are about, but he does give you that look, the like, don't fuck up. I've told you about the display that's in there. Is there anything that you would like to do before you enter the Piss Emporium?
Can I borrow a debt? Please, 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 please.
Oh, yes, please take a debt.
I buy 3 shirts.
Great. I will tell you they are 3 band T-shirts. The bands are the Cum Dump Sisters, Shattered Fibula, and Postulating Fistula. No, sorry, I said that twice. No, I didn't. Sorry, horrible words just want to leave my mind as soon as I say them. Yeah, the Cum Dump Sisters, Shattered Fibula, and Postulating Fistula. They're Christmas cover bands.
I put one on to be festive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking up what are the drugs? Where do we find the drugs?
So liquacenol is, let's see, it's on the very back.
It's on consumables, probably.
Yeah. It's also known as squeegees, reedies, boogies, low Q, Q, and runks. That reduces your stress.
But more importantly, do we have something that makes me extra increases my craveability?
Ooh, interesting. Let's find out. At the very back of the book, there's a handy reference spread of all of the drugs. You said you want to increase your craveability?
Yeah.
You are looking for Mojo Blast, it looks like, which is Johnson Labs Wolf Stank Alpha Juice. You know, sometimes I'm reading things out of this book and I just sort of go into a fugue state. Yeah. All right. Where did we go? That was...
Okay. So that is 2 debt.
Yeah. And like, almost certainly, you could just bust into, you know, in the amount of time that you've had.
Yeah.
You just, I mean, it's on every corner. It's in every vending machine. Why not? To read the description, pheromone-laden vape clouds improve your fuckability index by a minimum of 2.7, turning 4s into high 6s and 6s into mid 8s. Side effects may include dizziness, chafing, or fugue.
All right. Well, that's why I got my buddies with me. So I will spend, or I will incur 2 debt.
Right? I mean, hey,
Uh,
you got it to spare.
yeah, we're gonna incur 2 debt, and yeah, take the drug, increase my craveability to 4.
What happens to you when you vape this juice? How do you become? And I hate words. How do you become more fuckable? Like what? What is the thing that just exudes the aura from you that you're just like anyone around you is like, damn,
It's the smell of, and I don't know if these two smells go together, but jasmine and peppermint.
sure, seems
Um,
Christmassy.
and there's just like a sparkle that happens that, like, you know how when you're playing video games and the things that you can touch sparkle
Yes,
to let you know that you can interact with them, it gives her that kind of sparkle, like you want to interact with her, because that is like something, that is like the one thing that you can interact with.
excellent. Yes, perfect.
So yeah. And so I will take, I think the three of us will go in, and I will walk up to him, and I guess this is a social.
Now, I will tell you, he is not visible, but I will tell you what you do see.
Ooh, okay.
I would love to just give it to you here, but I do have to pump the brakes a teeny bit. In the main area of the Piss Emporium, the retail floor is dirty, disorganized, and poorly lit. Merch for brands popular a decade ago sit next to sex muzzles and real feel neuro straps. Pretty much everything is a 3D printed knockoff of some more legit brands. Some of the nicer pieces of clothing are stained with blood. 4 customers wander among the racks. They're all wearing identical Cum Dump Sisters shirts under their Iron Guido jackets. You count at least 5 security cameras. Um, Now, here's the thing. You know you have an uneasy truce with the Iron Guidos, assuming that you don't do anything. Um, there is a little bit of a problem here in that you like they have their eye on you. One of them seems a little bit more jumpy than the others, but the biggest problem is that part of the room has been set aside for seances, and there are 2 hypergoths chanting around a crude circle carved into the floor. Um, who would you? Oh, and I should also say too. You see, there's the big circle on the floor. There's the checkout counter, and then way in the back, you can see there are some changing rooms, and as well as Carol. You know, there's a bigger room near the back. You instinctively know that is where the back office is. That's where you pinged Gorda the other day.
And smell it. I've seen this place.
Um, so
So to confirm, we can't just convince the guy on Loquacious to tell Tasteful Pussy that there is a goose truck outside.
You could certainly ask him to go back and try and talk to Tasteful Pussy for you. I also just sent you a map.
Like,
Uh,
what are they going to be upset if I lead him out on this collar? Does that count as?
I guess you'll just have to find out.
Because if that would upset them, I'd rather get him outside for the goose and then do this.
I think that truly you will not know unless you try. So if you'd like to ask him to do that, then we can see how that course of action goes.
What do the two of you think?
I think doing it in public is like a little. It's a step too far almost. You know.
Okay. So you're saying do it in the changing room.
Well, yeah, I was more implying like we get him out of here and onto like on the way, and then with the collar on him, then he's we wrestle him down, and then like okay, he's good to go, but not in
But we
front of
don't
people.
we don't put the collar on him. So how do we get him onto the bus?
Goth mommy, like
All
that's
right. All right. So then we do need Loquacious to tell him that the goose van is outside.
yeah. But I'm saying we don't collar him because collaring him.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's
Okay, I
clearly
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So the collar's in the bus.
Yeah, in your hand on the bus, whatever.
Okay.
Convenient.
Mm.
We don't want it to be obvious. Like, we don't want it to be obvious so that, like, people who are watching on the cameras are like, oh, there's a collar. She's going to do something.
We promised we wouldn't make the direct connection here. That
Right.
bad shit happened. So
Um, sure. So let me ask you then: is your plan, as I understand it, to ask the Santa Claus to go and tell Tasteful Pussy that it's time for him to go outside, or that there's
Mhm.
stuff here for him?
Yes.
Okay. Um, just generally speaking, could you roll plus crave ability for me and your charm and your all of your you've buffed this up. Like these are the
Okay.
stats you've come here for.
Yeah. Okay. Where did my thingy go? Okay. So charm, 2, winning smile. And then I need one more after this. So, okay, and then all right. That is 3 successes, but not a crit.
Okay. What I will give you for this is yeah, you see the Santa Claus go back. Sort of steps around the chanting hypergoths and goes back to the changing rooms in the back. And you can see there's 3 very obvious changing rooms, and then one that's like a little weird off to the side, and then one that's like the bigger office off to the right. He goes to the one in the middle and knocks on it, and there's like there's a much heavier door opening sound to it. It's obviously been modified,
Mhm.
and you can see that yeah, coming out of that room, which again does not look like it should be big enough to have all of them in it. You see Tasteful Pussy. You also see 2 very large men, question mark. They are very obviously what might be classified as a gene warrior, a person who has been genetically modified for combat. And I should also tell you, at the back of the store, pornographic hollow ads on the wall provide the only source of light. Old condoms and moldy food litter the floor. And then there's a guy with insanely obvious cosmetic implants filming a live stream. His nose is huge. A trepend freak holds the camera. A big as fuck gene warrior stands at attention, watching the store through hideous sunglasses. You know the gentleman with the very large nose is Tasteful Pussy. You know that the guy with the cosmetic implants and things has to be the person filming the live stream. And then the other guy is the bodyguard. And as they come out again, Tasteful Pussy, dick out, like clothes under his arm, ready to like film the next part of the stream. Uh, clocks all of you guys, and time slows down for a second because there are a number of things that could go very wrong all at once, depending on the order that they happen in. I would like all of you to do me a solid, and we are going to roll what is functionally the optional initiative roll for this game, which is savvy plus awareness. So whatever your savvy plus awareness is. You don't gain stress if you don't get any successes, but I do need to know how many successes you get.
Awareness is a skill.
If you have it, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, just savvy.
One success.
One
Zero success.
One success.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. Nope, that's wrong. That's 0 success. I thought 4 was success. Nope.
Amazing. Then in that case, I'm going to roll. I'm only going to roll 2d6s, but I'm going to roll 2d6s for each of the other events happening here to see what happens.
Wait, by the way, are we inside or did we ask the guard to go and we are waiting outside?
I guess you are technically sort of out near the front, but it is like a glass window.
Okay.
You can be seen from out front. However, the good news is that perhaps some of the things that are about to happen inside may not affect you as much. Although, no, I'm so sorry. You did have to go inside. You bought shirts.
That's true. That's true.
Which means also, let me just very quickly tell you about the checkout counter. There's a person at the checkout counter named Punishment Turd. She is exactly the kind of person you would expect to be working at Hot Topic. Just conjure that person in your mind, and that is Punishment Turd. She seems very tired about everything. She would very much like everyone in the store to leave. She seems stressed about something else that we're probably not going to have time to get into, but is funny if that triggers as a part of this. So I'm going to roll some d6s just to see if any of these other events are faster than you guys. Okay. The thing bothering Punishment Turd does not trigger. The hypergoths who are chanting will go at the same time as everything else. And then there is Tasteful Pussy and his crew. And they also go slow. So here's what happens. Who all got one success? Great. You are acting first, but you are also acting at the same time as the hypergoths. So you tell me what you would like to do in this moment as you see Tasteful Pussy and crew come out of the very heavily armored changing room, and I'm going to tell you, once you've told me that, the other thing that's happening right now, and then everybody gets to react.
All right. I would like to make eye contact, winning smile, full getup, increased craveability, wink, and call him over.
Fantastic. That is not social combat. That is just a craveability roll.
Okay.
You get an automatic +1 success, I think, on this from your from the drugs, unless it's just a.
I think it increases my craveability.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you get an extra die on that one.
So charm, craveability.
I'll give you a spare die because you have modeled yourself to look exactly like the person of his dreams.
Okay. So and then 2 more. And that is 3 sixes.
Great. That is a crit. I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. And
Okay.
you will be at a distinct advantage. But there is what one might generally refer to as some bullshit that's about to happen. The Hypergoths, who you may recall, who have been chanting around this summoning circle, who you've not had a chance to really speak to. These two Hypergoths, which you'll never learn their names, but I will tell you are Renesmee Hot Dog and Microplastics Fruit Fly. They are the only customers the Piss Emporium has had in years. And they've got what is very clearly the Necronomicon or something very much like it. They are mispronouncing phrases from it. It's sort of like you must have seen those videos of people like speaking Japanese with a southern accent.
Yeah.
It's like that, but for Latin. And the thing is that unfortunately, they have done a really good job of making the summoning circle. And one of them gets a paper cut as they are flipping the page. And there is just a single drop of blood making its way ever so slowly towards the circle itself. And as you look over at Tasteful Pussy, beckon him over, you know that you've been seen. Again, dick out, obvious. Like, comedic sound effect, just sproing. The blood hits the circle, and an ominous red glow fills the room. And a light starts leaking out of this circle and goes summoning up, like spiritually swirling around, and settles into the skullbots, the festive skullbots near the door. You have moments before something bad happens, but you got a crit. What would you like to do? The three of you collectively, how would you like to try and smuggle Tasteful Pussy out of this room before shit gets real bad?
I would love to call on the consumer's maw to just eat those skullbots before they can cause trouble for us.
Interesting. I forgot about that power. What is that?
So I turn to Carol and I say, this is a religious ritual for me. It is not mocking you. And I form one hand into the shape of like a mouth, a shadow puppet, a crab claw in front of my face. And I point it at the skullbots and I snap them shut and bring into being the consumer's maw. It has many teeth that tear off a number of hit locations equal to the number of successes rolled.
That's right. This is the Chainsaw Man move. I forgot.
Mm.
It's good. Great. It is a psychic power, or rather a psionic power, correct?
It is.
So you do have to take damage. So let me see how much damage you take. You take 1 damage, so you add
No.
1 die. I think actually technically you get to choose. I have rolled for you guys the whole time. I went back and read it on one of the breaks. You can choose how much meat damage to take.
Oh, I would love to take 3.
Yeah, if you want to max that out and just, nosebleed a little bit. Yeah.
And since I'm calling on the consumer, do I get to use my worship the consumer skill for this?
Sure. No reason not to.
One more after. That is 4 successes.
Great. Not a crit though, just 4 general successes.
Correct, not a crit.
Okay. And it just says you just fucking eat them, right?
Yeah, it's stuff about hit locations. Tears off a number of hit locations equal to the number of successes rolled.
That's true. Let's consult the chart. So one of the fun things about this game is that there is a chart for hit locations. It's a D66 table, and you got 4 successes. So if you could roll a D66 4 times.
Okay, we got a 64.
Okay, hang on. Let me just tell you. They are stressed, take damage equal to the meat damage dealt, and you get to roll again. So great. Just re-roll that one, basically. They're going to take extra stuff.
44.
Great. That's their left shoulder is ripped off. Roll me the next one.
These guys have shoulders?
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, okay. 54.
That is the right eye.
Good. That is a 45
That's left elbow.
and 22.
And that is the left ankle. So it sounds like you just ripped off their left sides. And yeah, I mean, the maw of the consumer just crunch. So that sucks for them. You see the Iron Guido sort of starting to jump to attention. You see the Gene Warrior, who's protecting Tasteful Pussy, like start to swing to move around to attack. But there's one other unfortunate problem, which is oh great, no, that's fine, don't worry about it. As long as, well, the funny thing, Leo, as you're now this close to that circle, you know what it does. Aside from just, the incidental thing that's just happened, because you have the power that it has. This is a circle. If you don't have the psionic power to summon angels, this is something where if 2 dead bodies are in it, you will summon an archangel or an archangel, which would be bad. So maybe don't die nearby. But in the meantime, you have this moment.
I'm just like yelling, nobody die.
Carol, you've seen all this take place. You've seen your friends start to move out of the way. You see just a horrifying manifestation of the power of capitalism rend these skullbots kind of in half. What do you want to do?
First, that's rad as hell. Second, I think theoretically we have Pussy under like a spell, not an actual spell, like compulsion.
You have mind fucked him real good. So
yeah.
I mean, he does know who you are, but also might still be willing to let the power of Christmas compel him to go do things.
I don't know if running in like a big old meathead is the best move here. So tell me how I would do this. Can I just like, I'm assuming I might have been spotted, but I can like get out of sight, and like as soon as if Pussy comes out, I let him come out. If anyone else comes out, I just wreck their shit with my claws.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
And it doesn't matter who it is. Like it's long because it like my brain is now just Pussy. Go through. Anyone else? Sorry, you made a mistake. You left.
Seems right. That's fine. You have prepared your wampin and your wumpin action.
Yeah.
I think that you see that there are a couple of guys who are in there that are very like you clock them. They are not Iron Guidos. They were dressed up. They are undercover cops, and they. We don't have time to go into their backstory, but they were there as plants, and they see this going down, and they move like they are going to try and attack you guys and take you down. I think that at the same time, the Gene Warrior, who I will tell you his name is Leonard Veal. No, I'm sorry, Discount Penis. Leonard Veal's the other guy. Yeah, Discount Penis is easily 8 feet tall, well beyond the base model, and has just a fucking big gun big attack. You see this guy locking on to one of these undercover guys and just fucking plugs him, and it's bad. There is a lot of blood, but there is a dead body that is now near the circle. It is not in the circle. You do, however, see the other half of those festive skullbots crawling like Terminator style towards the circle and towards that body. You see Leonard Veal, who I mentioned accidentally. Leonard Veal has, well, also has psionic powers, as it turns out, and goes and grabs Tasteful Pussy at the same time that you do, Zoop. Um, you have a moment to act before this guy does something. What do you want to do?
Who
Uh,
yells?
Leonard Veal, who is
Okay.
the person with the camera and the stuff. Evidently, you see him charging up some sort of psionic power and reaches out to go grab Tasteful Pussy.
Okay. And I am now with him in front of one of those sevens.
Uh, yeah, if that's how far back you'd like to be, I would say you could be
Do I
even as far
know
up as
about this door into the maintenance tunnels?
I do not think so. Actually, well, no, the door's open. Like you can see through that like very heavily reinforced door. There is also a hole back there.
I will say to him, come with me if you want to live.
Good. I yeah, I think I
And
need
I
to.
will just grab his hand, and he feels like the electricity of, oh, this could be something as we run through the door.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is fine. Um, so I guess where has our goth nun been this whole time? As I realize, like as you've done the killing blow, where were you in the hall when that happened, or in the store?
I mean, I guess I was near the register because I had to buy my t-shirts.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, you see Leo grab Tasteful Pussy, run off towards the back. You see Leonard Veal stumble like as he was going to grab Tasteful Pussy and just blinks out of existence. He was going to teleport away, but he's gone. You see now the sort of state of the room here. How would you like to deal with this?
So, discount penis.
Mm-hmm.
Any relation to Tommy Penis who hired us?
It's entirely possible.
I would love to reach out and tell him that we're doing a job for his brother and maybe he could just step aside for a second.
Yeah, do me a favor. Roll me a crave ability if you'd be so kind.
Yeah.
Plus public
credibility.
speaking.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
public
sure.
speaking or charm. They're the same thing.
Either
so
one you got. Like either one you like. It's fine.
It's one success.
Sure. I think that You absolutely you tell him that, and it's enough to sort of stop him for a sec, and he's like, Tommy, and that is enough time for him to stop for one of the other sort of undercover guy that didn't get blown away to go and shoot at this guy. However, the thing is, he's made of meat, and he's got armor on. He's fine, but probably will turn around and murder this other guy momentarily, causing there to be two dead bodies in this room. Um, Back out at the front, Carol, you have. I mean, I'm assuming you are like prepared to attack, but you're also like keeping an eye out. You've crab eyes move weirdly. Um, what do you want to do from here?
Things are getting worse and worse. Um, trying to mentally map this. I will be fully transparent. My brain is going all over the place right
We
now.
are getting deep into it. We have been here for a while, and things are about. We are as wild as things are going to be. So if things have
Yeah.
to be a little loosey goosey here, that's okay.
I think it's just like a matter of now, like return to crab, just pinch and like grab things and throw them around, and like
Save Sister Glute. Save Sister Glute.
I could, but I could also punch a guy. Like
Punch a guy.
Yeah, I will
Punch a
say,
guy.
important point. You do see the skullbots like moving towards the circle.
yeah,
I mean, they are prime targets for Bekrushning.
yeah. Let's go. Like I see one of them. Like I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like it. And then just go over and do a Hulk smash on this fucking thing.
Absolutely. Could
Okay.
you roll? I'm assuming that's going to be physic.
Yeah.
And then your crab damage.
I have physic. I have bash, which is gets me 2 there. And then enormous claw should get me another one.
100%.
And then it's +1 meat damage. So
Yeah.
so that's 6 I'm rolling.
Yeah, they're already not doing great. Like they've been pretty well fucked.
3 successes, but no crits.
That's fine. Could you roll those 3d6 again to see how much damage you do?
Oh, not great. I only did 7.
They didn't have much.
Okay.
But yeah, you definitely smash the one. There's still the other one, sort of dramatically, like one arm, one leg, badly moving towards the dead bodies.
You can't evolve into crab. Stop it.
Meanwhile, Leo and Tasteful Pussy, you have made it into the maintenance tunnels. Now, there is a whole thing about how there's a whole poltergeist back here that's gonna like make your life better. We don't have time for that.
No.
The miracle of Christmas has banished the spirit. It's fine.
Yeah, there was a whole thing going on in the background.
There's a
and-
whole there's a whole backstory about how what's your face Punishment Turd was messed up about this poltergeist, and this is going to cause a whole bunch of problems for you. Got too much going on. Meanwhile,
basically, I think the poltergeist is there, and just by sheer craveability, she just blows it away.
Yeah.
Like, no time for you right now.
No, it is extremely funny, but you sorry, I read Tasteful Pussy's stat block again, and it hurts. So he does seem a little perturbed, but in fact, I'm sorry, I can roll for his phrenology to see what he's in. Again, hate saying those words. He is intoxicated, which is wild because he does a lot of drugs. So he's fucked up. You are able, I mean, he was kind of willing to go this way anyway, but it turns out that you are able to, as you have mind fucked him into being a slightly better person, he's like, you know what? I know why you're here. Hang on one sec, and you see him like spit on his finger and then sort of like shove it up his butt for a second and then tap that to his flesh pod. And all of you feel or like get the ping that the counter kill thing on you is gone. Um, I literally it says if you wanted to make that turn off, you needed a rectal exam and or sorry, a rectal scan and his saliva. I'm sorry. But he calls off the hit on you guys and is like, you know what? No, come with me uh, and I'll go to sex video games and I'll be the man that I need to be. Um, and you pop out later. There's enough. You are all able to sort of meet back up as you are running.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure we have some sort of communication devices. I'm
yeah,
like, get out of there before the Archangel shows.
yeah. Um, as I think as you run away from there, there is just a horrible noise as reality is rent asunder, and the piss emporium explodes, as do the abandoned bodega zone and Mama's Italiana, as this creature not able to be fully comprehended and which does not want to be in the physical world, ripped directly from the death dimension, uh shows how angry it is to exist in meat space. You all are just booking it,
We're
and
on a bus.
yeah. You've met back up. You've got the party bus, all is well, and uh, Tasteful Pussy just directs you to a rundown part of the hypermall. It looks a little disreputable, and the place he takes you to is the Cock Lounge, or at least it's disguised as the Cock Lounge, because this cramped room looks vaguely like every Cock Lounge you've been in, but way dirtier. Neon hollow ads for G-spot supplements flicker on the walls. Incense and stoner metal fail to cover up the scents and sounds of sex and labor coming from the back. A beaded curtain behind the front desk leads to a dark hallway. You see that there's a stoned weirdo with a fresh trepanation scar at the front. Insists that the Cock Lounge is closed, but sorry, not Tommy Penis, Tasteful Pussy, just bats him away, and uh, he's like, nobody does this to Visible Hank, but again, we don't have time to get into Visible Hank's whole deal. We keep moving past him. As you get deeper back into the hallway, you make your way into the orgy. It smells crazy in here. That's a direct quote. Um, there's a foam pit full of writhing bodies and moaning strangers. Hey, as a quick point, if you join in, it does relieve D6 stress unless you can't perform, in which case you gain D6 stress.
Oh, that's
Um,
disheartening.
yeah, but as you make your way to the final room, the birth chamber, the miracle of life punishable by death, because again, you have to get this stuff approved, right? You can't just have children; that would be insane. Um, but you see sex video games again. Looks weirdly like Leo, but you see sex video games on a specially designed 0G bed, um, and god damn it, she's assisted by a Midland Cigarettes vendodrome that went to med school and became Dr. Smokes. Um, they are a kind and gentle presence in an otherwise stressful situation. Um, and as sex video games is going into the final pushes of labor to get this child out, Tasteful Pussy, now having been forcibly mind changed into being a better person, goes to her side and holds her hand, and says, you know, I'm here with you, and I'm glad for you to be my concubine. And there's a weird sort of tension that we don't have time to get into. But they're both happy about it. A child, Tasteful Pussy Jr., is born. Dr. Smokes, does attending to all the things that you need to do for a baby when they come out to clean them up and make them be fine. And all is well. You know that like your flesh buds ping, you get your money for delivering tasteful pussy, and everything is fine. But as the camera zooms out past the orgy, down the hall, past visible Hank, into the lounge of into the lounge area of the Cock Lounge, looking in at the window of the Cock Lounge is a Krampus who knows that there is now a child and is very hungry. And that's Hypermall Unlimited Violence, my friends.
I'm just can't get over the fact that now there's a Pussy Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, probably not for long.
No. I mean, who knows? Thank you for playing this game with me. I kind of knew what we were getting into. There's no way to really prepare for this game other than just to do it.
I mean, it's definitely a module that could take like 3 or 4 sessions.
Oh yeah, we could play this out over a whole Christmas break if you wanted to. There's all sorts of stuff you could do. And there are a couple other modules written. JD has written a few that are, I mean, as canon as anything is. But there's a few that if you go and buy it on itch, you'll get it as a download. There was a jam for like a community jam for making some contracts that exist. The book itself has a lot of wild tables that you can use to generate your own. But I encourage everyone who has the stomach for this to go and get a copy of this book. It is theoretically it exists. Like physical copies of this book are somewhere on the North American continent. Where, I don't know. They're here somewhere. But otherwise, JD, if you go to his itch, which I believe is rat-bastard-games.itch.io, you can check out Hypermall. You can check out his other games. I think his upcoming game is Coffin Keep, which is a dungeon crawler. He's got one about killing God, because of course he does, if you've seen what just happened here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll make sure that you nice folks over here at Game Master Monday have some links to give to folks. But did you have fun?
Yeah,
I did.
the whole thing was so wild. The problem is right now my brain is so blasted.
Same.
Yeah, there's a reason why they call this game the Cruelty Squad of TTRPGs, right? Like if anybody's played Cruelty Squad or has seen it, it's just overwhelming to all senses. And we did this in one marathon shot, which of course you just saw. But
is it bad that I'm okay? I might have to go see a doctor.
Well, look, whatever you need to do with tasteful pussy in your own life, I encourage you to explore that however you like.
Thank you.
And maybe whatever piece you have, you can spread that to others.
Just like completely at peace with everything that happened.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I am back on my thing. Logan, please, where can we find you?
Oh my gosh, you can find me mostly find me on Blue Sky, where you can find me as Hollow Orange. I post and talk about magical girls and giant robots mostly. Tabletop, obviously, like that's a thing that we all have in common, but like that's what I'm mostly talking about. That's mostly what I'm into. I have recommendations on all kinds of things if you are wanting to get into either or. I can't think of anything right now. Go watch Utena. Everyone should just go watch Utena.
Wonderful, wonderful. Alyssa, where can we find you?
Watching Utna, which I started a couple weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me online at A Disaster Queer. By online, I mostly mean Blue Sky or itch.io.
Wonderful. Adam, where can we find you?
Nowhere. No. I depending on where you are out there in TV land, I am in a couple of places. If you go on Blue Sky, you will find me as at I know Adam Seats.bsky.social. Um, when I remember how HTML works and I finish getting my NeoCities back up, I will have I know Adam Seats.neocities. Whatever the final bit of that is. But in the meantime, of course, I've also got a blog that I write about TTRPG things, which is I know iknowadamseats.blogspot.com. Um, if you are a creator of games and are an indie press creator or a solo publisher, I am one of the two heads of the Indie Tabletop Showcase at MagFest, which happens in January in National Harbor, Maryland. I would love to talk to you. You can email us at MITS, that's MITS, at magfest.org. Talk to me about it. Maybe we can get you a place to show off your game. And finally, because I feel
Uh,
like this has gone on way too long, probably by the time this goes up, this will have all come out. I was one of the Indie Groundbreaker Awards judges this year, and so very likely you'll all know who the winners are because we will have announced it by then. But you can go watch whatever we record for that, so you can hear my thoughts about that experience. I was very, very glad to take part in that, and got to read like 100 really good games over the course of like 2 months. But
Incredible.
it was great. Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys. This was rad. Please play a game that is less horny with me some other time.
Or maybe more horny games. We all would like to give thanks to Jen. You can find them at Jen Burb. They were our producer and is the one who's going to make this all look really good at the end of the day. And finally, I am Zoop. You can find me as Zoop Machine wherever you want to. I am a co-GM here on Game Master Monday, and let's play a game together. I dare you to find one that'll actually wear me out.
Challenge accepted.
Bye.
Bye.